So Jai has just given this instruction to Walter to start stripping the Trin of any remaining cyberware. Uh, that's easy-ish at first because the Trin has been stripped of meaty bits, on its top half, and so digging around in the skeleton is a much simpler process than trying to hack apart limbs. And I'll say that Walter, I'm gonna reserve on his actual reaction. I don't know whether he'll be grossed out or okay with it, but
I'm sure he'll be it's Walter. He's probably going to be grossed out by it.
okay, I think that's fair. Um, he'll
I know
still
I am.
he'll still go ahead and do it, but he's only going to do it for the top half, and he's not digging into the Trin's skull.
Lame. All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and dig into the Trin skull.
Okay, you find more cyberware in there.
All right.
Hey, look, you've got some
Gross.
test cyberware.
Yep. I'm also going to take a couple of biological samples because Trin genetics are interesting, and I can probably exploit them at some point.
Okay.
While he's doing growth stuff, can I go look around?
You sure can. The rubber mat is not very large. It's about the size that you would expect for camp of maybe. Well, Walter actually would say this wouldn't register to too many of you. I don't think any of you others. Um, Walter would say that this size of camp might support anywhere from 6 to 12 people, maybe up to 15 or so. Now, where is Zoe wanting to explore around? Is she staying on or near the mat, or is she going farther?
I don't think she would go onto the mat. So she's probably walking around the outside of it just
Oh,
to
okay.
see,
So you
what
guys
else is
aren't actually
going
on the mat. Well, Zoe isn't.
I mean, I don't. The only thing she knows about crime scenes is that you're not supposed to touch stuff, and she learned that from watching a lot of crime scene TV.
Okay.
So she hasn't touched anything.
Now, hold on. You remember watching crime scene TV? Maybe this is useful to us. Tell us more.
I think she's watched it on the Raza since waking
Oh,
up.
lame.
Yeah, what do you think I've been doing while you've been studying? Come on.
Yeah, binging CSI.
Why do you think the
Lamiera.
first thing I did after I woke up was create a conspiracy wall?
That explains a lot. Yeah, you're right.
Right? It's the only thing I remember from the before for. Yeah, so I'll just circle the area, see if there's anything else going on.
Okay. Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, just making sure that nothing jumps out of the bushes trying to eat us.
Okay.
Or most of us. The fleshy people.
I might just go to my dangerous beasts section.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
and to remind you, Dex, I also collected some of the spongy, stinky biomass stuff.
Yes, I do remember that too.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
was
I
okay.
also
Smelled bad.
remember that Walter and Jai failed some physical saves. Question: did you put Walter in the suit?
Yes.
Okay.
Walter's in the suit. Jai's in a vac suit. I think they're the only ones who have actually been covered, or have their internal environment thing.
And I asked this in the last session, Knox, but I think you may have been AFK or we weren't hearing you for some reason. What kind of armor is Charlie wearing?
I was wearing aside from the what is it, the vac suit that we've all been wearing.
I'm sorry, I was coughing right then. Aside from the vac suit, what?
Aside from the vac suit we've all been wearing, I'm currently donning a leather jacket, which is just AC-13, but I have my telekinetic armor on
Okay.
basically all times.
Okay.
So
And I didn't see a physical save from Charlie.
what was the physical save for again? Sorry, I blanked out the
I
last
don't think we
20
know.
minutes of the session.
Yeah, you guys don't know. I called
Okay.
for it after you guys had traversed the jungle, taking half an hour to make about 10 minutes worth of distance.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll take that nat 20.
Indeed. All right. As Walter and Jai are continuing to, well, are defiling this corpse here,
For science.
for science. Zoe is
Corpse belongs in a museum.
taking a look around the camp while not actually getting onto the mat, kind of skirting along the brush at the edge. Charlie and Nemesis, what are they doing?
I'm probably just trying to stay away from their work. So I might be following around behind Zoe or
Nemesis,
something.
come here and help us out.
I'd really rather not.
Nemesis,
We've
I need
discussed
you.
this.
I need you to hold his innards in for a moment.
I don't do good with this.
Well, that's why you need experience.
No, I don't think I do.
I can't tell if Jai is just messing with her or not.
Oh, he's absolutely messing with her right now.
All right.
Well, here, hold this brain for a moment. I just need. I need to work on the other hemisphere.
I'm gonna
pop
gonna
it
go
in her
help
hand.
Zoe. Yeah, I'm gonna go help Zoe out.
Okay.
All right. So Zoe and Nemesis are kind of walking around the edge of the clearing. And Charlie?
I'm just trying to see if there's anything that looks particularly out of the ordinary. Mostly inside the camp from wherever everyone else is standing and moving around.
Mhm.
But if there's seeable movement out in the brush, I'd be scanning for that too.
Okay. And Nick, you said that Android is also trying to make sure that nobody gets eaten. Where is she trying to do this from, and how?
Well, ideally from the ground, basically walking around people in circles, keeping her eye out, patrolling, so to speak.
Okay. So is she staying on the mat or near the mat?
Near the mat.
Okay. One moment. All right. Well, we'll start with Charlie over there. One of the more interesting things, perhaps, are the tire tracks leading off. There's a fairly clear path that those vehicles traveled. It looks like the path was traveled, well, more than once at least, to have made more of a path. But you can't see more than 10-ish meters past the camp, past the mat, before the natural curve and trying to avoid hidden trees forces that path out of sight.
Okay.
There isn't much else going on. The camp, the mat appears to have remnants of benches and tools that were being used or were here when people occupied this camp. but they're low tech tools, hammers. You see a few nails and some screws. Why don't we get another save from Nemesis and Zoe?
Yay, more death saves.
This will be a physical save again.
Just made it.
All right.
I'm good.
You are both finding yourselves a little bit well, it's not beauty week for you two. Finding your skin to be a little bit itchy and irritated, and feeling kind of like I'm feeling a little bit this morning, a little bit congested.
And we've been here for what, like an hour at this point?
You've been here for about 45 minutes.
And we're getting histamine reactions already? Oof.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of the jungle. The pollen's got to be pretty damn bad there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. This quickly seems especially
Imagine
bad.
being allergic to space pollen.
I mean, frick, whenever I step outside, it's pretty damn quick.
I say that's what you get for living in a controlled environment most of your life.
Well,
Yeah. Space
Yeah,
people.
controlled by me.
no, controlled by your dad, actually.
Look, I just use his name to control people for me, so technically I'm the one doing control.
This is probably a new-ish experience for both Zoe in her 1 year-ish, not even that much, 6 months of awake time, and also for Nemesis.
Yeah, Thurid almost certainly didn't have much in the way of plants, right?
It had plants, but everything was there were no allergic reactions unless they were the severe type of allergic reaction.
Yeah.
They didn't have plants on Sue.
Yeah, no. Third had those hypoallergenic cats, except these cats had fur.
Okay, so they're not the horrible goblin cats.
They're not horrible goblin cats.
Oh, those cats are adorable.
Excuse me.
But
Yeah, you can't call them horrible.
I can and will.
Cute
They are
goblin.
They are horrible goblins, and I hate them.
Remember, Lulu hates everything for me, and I agree with him on this one.
Oh, you're so wrong.
No, I actually do like that. I think they look very strange, but they have a
There's a certain
cuteness to them,
charm in
like
that.
a horrible goblin cuteness. Like if horrible goblins can be cute, then those hypoallergenic cats are the cutest of horrible goblins.
This is a weird conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where Nemesis has come from. And Zoe, of course, doesn't ever
Lami
recall.
frickin' era.
Look, I had people who would follow me around and zap the pollen out of the air. Like,
Yeah, that sounds
what
right.
is this? What is this nonsense?
Fine. Well, I'm just expecting them to have like plants bloom in their lungs soon enough, so that'll be interesting.
Shouldn't look forward to that. That's not right.
As a medical professional, Jai's looking forward to it.
Why don't Android and Charlie give me a notice check?
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Both of you notice high up in the trees, a little bit in from the stench of the black mat, is a best way to describe it is it's a cross between a velociraptor and a monkey. It appears to have a raptor-like body, but clearly has monkey arms and legs, as well as hands with grippy hands, opposable thumbs, and that massive claw, that massive retracted claw that raptors have.
So it's a
Oh, sweet.
velociraptor that can
Monkey
climb trees and use a gun.
Yes,
Is the claw on the hands or on the feet?
it's on the hands and feet.
And does it have an opposable tail or does it have a raptor tail?
It has a raptor tail, but it looks fairly prehensile.
Great.
And is it feathered or furred?
It is furred. It
Or-
has
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
its fur is
Distinction.
matted into jagged spikes, and this particular one is bright pink with some orange in it.
We should catch it and breed a horde to unleash upon our enemies.
Sure,
I
you
think-
realize it's bright pink, so you watch it while all its friends sneak up on you.
Also, things that aren't critters that are like brightly colored. Doesn't it usually signify something?
It usually means they're male.
Or poisonous.
Or fabulous.
Well, I
Or
mean,
flamingos. I mean, they could just eat a lot of krill.
yeah, they could
I
eat a
guess-
lot of krill.
So for more context, this planet is very brightly colored. The jungle around you is bright orange, yellow, and green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
but
that actually might be camouflage in this planet.
That's
I
very
feel like
much.
this conversation follows from how bad our survival knowledge is, though.
Well, Walter has 0. He is the best among you, and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
he
That
has
is depressing.
he has pointed you out and avoided some plants that he was suspicious of. Now, this is Walter, so he could just be being paranoid, but those plants were bright pink and blue, in contrast with most of the rest of the jungle, which sticks to the oranges and yellows and greens. So this is actually matching the color of those plants that Walter has been avoiding.
Mm. Maybe they eat them.
Who knows?
It is just clinging to a tree about 15 meters up and watching you guys. It's got its
fine.
head tilted to the side because its eyes are on either side of its head, looking at you with one eye.
Okay. So it is, in fact, too late to run and hide.
Huh. Does it have sharp teeth or has it got flat teeth?
It's a little bit far for you to see. Is anyone calling Zoe and Nemesis over to look at this? Because right now it's only Charlie.
Oh,
and...
yeah. I don't even.
Yeah.
I can't even see it. That's right. Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
Charlie or Android say anything.
Android's just tracking it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
But
call
not
someone
to
over.
alert everybody.
This is an important thing.
What does Charlie say?
Hey guys, you may want to take a look at this. And I'm gonna point it out as inconspicuously as I can.
Have I finished looting the dead body of cybernetics?
You've gotten major and easy to find pieces. You suspect you may be able to find more by carving it up into thinner slices. But as far as the top goes, you've got everything from the torso and up, and without literally opening up the skull and scrambling the brains, or what's left of them,
Mm-hmm.
then actually take that back. I feel like the brains would have been eaten also. So yeah, you were able to basically shake whatever was inside the skull out into the cup of your hands.
All right.
It's
All
a
right.
good thing
So
we got that
basically
deli
good by
slicer on
now.
the ship.
I'll say we're basically good by now. All right, let's go ahead and Jai will trudge over and take a look-see at this Technicolor Velociraptor thing.
Okay. Nemesis and what's her name? Zoe can also make
Hold
a
on.
notice check.
I'm getting a call. You guys go ahead and keep talking.
Okay. Nemesis and Zoe can make a notice check.
Hey, it's not terrible.
Wow.
Okay.
Jeez.
Zoe sees movement deeper in the brush from where you are, and hears a clacking in that direction. Similar to sounds
Like-
that you've been hearing all along, it's just much closer.
I'm just looking for the pink Velocimonkey.
Velocimonkey.
Velocimonkey, that's awesome.
Velocikey? I mean,
Yeah, I kind of like Velocimonkey.
Yeah, it's not quite right to use the entirety of monkey, but
No, I realize that. Rap Monk.
Velocimonkey's just good though.
It is.
Parappa the Rat Monk.
They have an actual name, of course.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Anyone die yet?
Now, when you say they have an actual name, do you mean like a given name? Like, this one's Frank.
No, they don't have
Nobody has
individual
bothered to
names.
ask them.
Okay,
Oh.
so we're dealing with Rajang, apparently.
No. Zoe saw movement, but didn't see what the movement actually was. It's more like seeing leaves that have been shifted along a branch because there was something farther down the branch.
Well, we could.
yeah, hey, guys, we got movement over here too. I pull my gun out.
I'm going to cut off a little bit of the stinky stuff and I guess toss it in the direction of the movement.
Okay. If Zoe describes the direction where she saw the movement well enough, it's going to be a difficult throw still, because it was high up in the trees again, and deeper in. You might have to go further into the jungle.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much.
Huh, interesting.
Here, Walter, go throw it over there. Make him roll it.
Alright. Walter tries to get a beat on where it was, based on, again, Zoe's description. And where is Walter's sheet? 872. Let's just get a shoot check from him.
Presumably he's good at that.
It turns out he's not.
He actually is pretty good.
Oh, okay, good.
He throws it in the direction of the movement that you saw, and Charlie, the one that is that you can visibly see, is looking at you. Its eye gets bigger. You know how like monkey eyes are just like normal eyes, and it looks at you, and its eyes are all big. That happens with this raptor eye.
I really don't like how you said the one that I can see.
Well,
It's
for
quite
everyone you can
possibly
see,
the worst thing
Predator.
you've said to me today.
well, for everyone you can see, there are 4 more you can't.
What are they, mice?
In number. Have fun.
I won't.
Should we get on the nasty stuff? The biomass fault.
Speaking
Nothing
of,
wrong with some seasoning.
Speaking
Is
of-
the mat stuff animal repellent?
I think that's what we suspected, right? I don't know if we confirmed it,
we didn't confirm it, but
but the part of the body that was on it was less.
not eaten.
Yeah.
So we're leaning in. We're guessing that much anyway.
and it's formed like a road, right?
No, it's just formed the base for what looks like was their camp.
Oh.
The tire tracks go off into the jungle and leave the not sticky, but the rubbery mat behind.
Okay.
And we're still waiting for the ATV to get down here so we can follow that.
So, did you actually call down an ATV with the?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Charlie.
The cool Charlie.
I am the cool Charlie.
No, the ATV is the cool Charlie.
One of these days, I'm going to be a hybrid ATV human.
Also,
think
Charlie
Charlie
is the grav. It's the grav cycle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, guys.
Well, I can't be bothered to remember your names.
It's literally the only one that stayed consistent.
Which one? All right, so Rachel is the car, Charlie's the hover cycle. What's the ATV?
Pelican.
Yeah, it has a name, but
It has the worst
we don't
name.
use it.
Okay.
It's the most
Why did we-
appropriate for this location.
Why did we call down the hover cycle? Or did we call down the hover cycle too? Then.
Got plenty of space. Might as well.
All right. I'm not sure you want to be exposed like that, but. Okay. So what's going on, Dex?
So the Velocimonkey that you can see is still just looking at you. Its eye has gone wider, and when it occasionally turns its head to look at you with its other eye, that eye is also gone larger. And now that you're kind of on edge, you're seeing, well, those of you that are on edge are seeing more movement throughout the nearby jungle.
I think I'm gonna get on the mat.
I mean, I think we're all on the mat now. Did anything happen in response to Walter throwing the stuff?
Well, I think that's what it's talking about, the eyes, right?
Yeah, that's the one that you can see has its eyes went wider. Like, oh my god, they're throwing stuff.
Wait, shit. We just taught them how to throw stuff.
No,
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
no, it's
Now
fine.
they're gonna learn.
So you see, the interesting thing about humans versus monkeys is that other apes, other monkeys don't have the ability to throw things like we do. They can just sort of fling stuff, but they couldn't give you a good fastball or anything like that. That's a human ability. It's just the way our arms are set up, the way the ligaments work.
Yeah, neat.
Of course, this thing may be a weird human hybrid.
I think
in which
it's probably got some differences between our monkeys and it. So
Yeah.
it
I
too
wouldn't
can
count
throw
on-
stuff.
Well, does he even know about Earth biology?
from textbooks.
Jai knows about it.
Look,
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
Jai
these
knows
places,
a lot of weird stuff.
a lot of these places they probably used human or earth animals to repop,
Yeah.
to fix the ecology,
to
to make it more
terraform.
friendly. Yeah.
Terraform.
I wonder what went on in that monkey's head when he saw the first dead raptor. I'm gonna sleep with it.
Yeah, well, that's boldly coming and all that.
Oh, God.
Mm. I mean, you are the captain, so it is technically your job to sleep with them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, they are kind of green, so
Well, no, Jai has
Some
better
green.
methods. We can just use science nowadays.
Yeah, aforementioned turkey baster.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So
What's a turkey?
More like,
as
yeah, more
you
like
guys
a,
are on
a
this
velociraptor
mat,
baster.
yes. As you guys are on this mat,
the android is not, just because he wants to see what happens. Also, not flashy, so
That's a good idea.
okay.
Yeah, for all we know, the mat actually enrages him.
no, I think
Uh,
it's seasoning. It's like a seaweed wrap.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so they're saving the best part for last.
Well,
Earlier.
it's really a seaweed plate until we wrap it around. Well, we could try wrapping it around like Nemesis or something, and then send her out.
So what are you guys doing? You've gotten your parts from the Trin Corpse. There's a trail going off in the direction of, well, farther away from you, at a slight angle. Sorry, farther away from your ship and from where your cargo lighter with ATV and hovercycle will touch down.
All right.
And
Well-
there is at least one obvious and apparent native species that is just clinging to a tree and watching you, and you suspect others moving around in the trees above you to the sides.
Oh god, I'm so tempted to try capturing it, and then
How big is it?
It's actually about the size of a velociraptor, and coincidentally, a little bit bigger than a monkey.
there are a lot of different monkeys.
Well, it's a little bit bigger than the monkey that I
Velociraptors
looked
are-
up to look at hands.
How
All right,
big
how,
is the
how big's a velociraptor?
A little
Yeah,
bigger
not
than
very
a
big.
chicken.
They're like what, knee height?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about thigh height.
Yeah.
All right, are
Okay.
they?
It's
Okay.
it's significantly less scary than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's
It's not Jurassic Park velociraptors.
right. It's
See-
a velociraptor. Velociraptor.
When I
Yeah,
hear about
actually,
monsters of any kind, I immediately think of Monster Hunter. So you
Yeah.
know.
If this thing
Yeah,
were
it's-
to stand fully erect, it would reach a height of about 1 meter.
It's a normal jaggy, not a great jaggy.
I was thinking more along
Yeah,
the lines
but-
of like a Quetzalcoatl.
Okay, now you guys are just making things up.
No, that's the thing. It's
No,
all right.
I
It
choose not
looks
to
like a
believe you.
Quetzalcoatl, but it's like a palico sized.
Okay.
I choose not to believe you.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to just post a picture of a Quetzalcoatl.
It's a
Go
monkey
right ahead.
It's like a monkey with velociraptor claws.
and an anteater nose.
Okay, okay.
It's a real fake thing.
I'll look at it
I
later.
don't know.
That thing is terrifying.
It's not that bad.
What are you guys doing?
We're talking about Monster Hunter.
Right, what are your characters doing?
Also talking about Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Hey, watching
Uh,
the velociraptor watching us.
Jai is considering
Waiting-
trying to capture it.
Yep.
Look, waiting for the car to come down.
Hey, Android, run me. Do you think you could manage to get to subdue that thing without significantly injuring it?
It depends on how much it struggles. Might be possible. Although I cannot guarantee that others won't pounce.
Okay, that's fine.
I can try.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. Walter, get an Overwatch and just, take out anything that tries leaping at our android here. You two, Charlie? Does Charlie even have a gun?
Nope. Nor do I have the ability to use one.
Great. Nemesis, do you have a gun and the ability to use one?
I have some ability to use a gun, but my current gun is on my drone.
I was gonna say, what happened to Charlie's hands?
Why did you two not go to the armory?
Zoe holds her gun and
Yeah, Zoe, I guess you'll have to do it.
Did you guys?
Woo!
Did you guys actually fix the armory?
It's got TL3 weapons.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
I
get-
don't want
get
those.
you
I
a
just want.
musket.
I don't want to deal with kinetic weapons. I'm not sure I like that.
Kinetic weapons are superior in some ways. Let's talk about the merits of kinetic versus energy weapons for another hour.
Oh, energy weapons leave a lot less mess.
But kinetic weapons have more stopping power.
Yeah, but mess.
They have the big kaboom. I do enjoy the big kaboom.
Okay, no, let's. All right, I'm already sick of this discussion.
Yeah.
All right, Android, Walter, and Zoe will make sure you don't get eaten by velociraptor monkeys.
I don't have edible parts. Unless they like electronics.
Well,
What
you
if they
never
eat
know.
metal?
They might be like squirrels, and then we don't want to have to deal with fixing your wiring or anything.
20% of the time, they're tech velociraptors.
Yeah,
In that case, our ships would be in danger.
I think we'll be fine.
Oh, that's amazing.
Black pudding. It dissolves metal.
Alright, because we're capturing a Velocimonkey.
All right.
Hooray!
Give me 1 second here.
What if it turns out to just be like a trainable animal, and we just get a pack of Velocimonkeys as pets?
Well, that is. I mean, isn't that life goals?
Yeah, what is it? What if this
Has-
is like the leader, and this is we just need to capture this one to lead the pack.
Maybe if we beat it up, we become the leader.
Hashtag squad goals.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll obviously, we'll need to capture at least 1 or 2 more, so we have a, sustainable pair. But I'm sure we can manage it. I forgot what we were actually here for. Apparently, no.
This is why we're here.
I know what we're actually here for, but this seems important too. And by important, I mean not important at all, but emotionally, spiritually important.
And your GM got distracted by somehow his document got some fucked up formatting that placed stuff about Cassian right in the middle of stuff about Panjati Varul and wasn't supposed to be there.
Maybe Cassian is a Velocimonkey. Maybe Zoe is part Velocimonkey.
Yeah, I was gonna say that makes Zoe have Velocimonkey.
Zoe, are you part Velocimonkey?
Well, I didn't want to have to tell you guys this so soon in our relationship, but
Oh.
and then I leap at them.
It's time to
Join your
release Zoe
people.
back into the wild.
Join your people.
Oh, why does this hate me? What
Don't
did you do to
don't
this
threaten
guy?
me
Now it
with a
hates
good
me.
time.
I mean, I'd like to think that is an outlandish theory, but then you have that crazy geneticist right next to us. That's
I'm
from the
sorry,
same
what-
planet, so
What's going on now?
There we
I
go.
blanked for a moment.
It's okay. So,
Are we crossing? Are we, splicing Zoe's genetics with Velocimonkeys now?
oh
Not
no,
yet.
that's what you did. That's
Oh.
what you did. You created Zoe.
Yeah, that tracks.
Wait, that would make
You
Jai Zoe's
monster.
father.
This
No,
explains
just
why
the
Zoe
geneticist with the turkey baster
I think
that
that
helps
makes.
Cassian out.
Yeah,
I think that
just
makes
the
him her,
designer.
her father. Yeah. You can have two fathers.
Spiritual
It's fine.
father, maybe.
That
Creator.
Why not
that
both?
explains why I didn't want to hug him because he's not my real father.
Yeah.
It's Jai all along.
All right.
I
How
want-
are
oh,
you
do I
guys?
feel- Do I feel the need to hug the Velociraptor?
You do
Like,
not.
is it cute?
I mean, it's a furry velociraptor. Of course, it's cute.
Yeah, that seems like a stupid question, really. Of
Mhm.
course it is.
Yeah.
Have we
Yeah,
established
fair
whether or
enough,
not
fair
it has pointed teeth or flat teeth yet?
You have not.
We're about to find out. Hey.
How is Android going to try to capture it, or did I miss the part where the gun was being pulled and it was being shot out of the tree?
Wait,
How would that help with capturing it?
I just heard something about Zoe with her laser rifle after finding out that nobody else had brought their guns. Walter did, of course. He's happy
no,
to have
actually,
one.
Jai actually did grab a combat rifle from the freaking
Okay.
armory.
And I don't have a laser rifle. I have
Laser pistol, sorry.
Yeah, come on, bruh.
It's just words, bro.
Bruh.
Better than our laser nothing.
Better than their laser nothing. Their laser
Alright, hold on.
imagination.
Let me check. I may have brought a sidearm as well.
Hey, my laser imagination actually does damage.
That's true.
I did actually bring a sidearm. Here, I'll give you. Here, which one of you? Wait, was it Nemesis or Charlie that could actually use guns?
I have a shoot skill of 0.
Terrific. You
I
can
think Charlie,
technically use
yeah.
guns. Here,
I think I have a
technically.
shoot modifier of 0.
great.
But if you have a -1, it's an extra -2, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Is
no,
it?
it's an extra. It's just -2 if you have a -1. So it's
Okay, and then I get
-4
+1
of
from
it.
Dex, so it ends up being a -1.
Yeah.
Right. In any case, Nemesis here, you take this semi-auto pistol.
Oh no, it was a kinetic.
Well, suck it up.
Fine.
But not too much, otherwise, the allergen will get.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
All right. Well, the question still stands though. How are you trying to capture this? Are you trying to capture it with lethal force, or by climbing 15 meters into a tree, or crafting a crude net and throwing it at it?
Well, capturing pretty much means non-lethal force.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's just retrieving it.
Yeah, but
Like some sort of robotic
Well-
hunting dog.
I
Well,
don't
you could
care
say
how
if you
you
use
guys
it-
define capture.
well, I mean, it could be you use the gun to try to shoot its leg or something like that to cripple it.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
and arguably that's lethal force because it very well could just kill it.
yeah.
Go
Yeah,
Android.
there are no
bring
safe
boots.
spots on a body. Yes.
Zoe, you can craft things super quickly, can't you?
Yeah, if I could get you all to shave your heads, I could make a net in about 4 to 5 hours.
No.
We could also use like leaves and vines. We're in a jungle.
Or like all these pieces of equipment that are around us in this abandoned village.
I
I
mean, in all
stand by
fairness,
what I
how
said.
sturdy is that tree that it's on? It's like
Oh,
a massive tree? Is it just
Yeah,
a
the
small
trees
thing?
look pretty sturdy.
But yeah, otherwise approach slowly and basically be deceptive about the speed the android can move at.
Okay.
I would
And
like to
then
point out we
lunge
actually
and-
do have.
Punch the shit out of it.
Okay.
She will have to climb approximately 15 meters into the tree. It's 15 meters up, not out.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Android starts climbing the tree. Android is enough strength to kind of gouge handholds into the tree, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Punch in
Um,
with feet and hands.
Now, does anybody have a climbing harness? Just because that, or a climbing kit, because that would make a lot more sense.
Ominous silence.
All right.
Do not.
All with a silence for our fallen comrade.
Let's go ahead and get a strength exert from the android. The Velocer monkey looks down at android as she approaches the tree and continues watching it with a cocked head as she starts climbing it. And well, she gets no more than about 5 meters up the tree, which is still a pretty good accomplishment when the Velocimonkey stands upright, kind of postures itself like a bird getting ready to crow, tilts its head a little bit, and lets out a massively deep moaning howl. It sounds like a dying elephant. Walter points
shoot
out
it.
that all of the other sounds in proximity to you have kind of skittered away and gone silent.
Did you not hear the part where I shot it?
I thought you said "oh shit," but I totally accept.
Hard to hear over there,
I
Roy.
shoot it. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, no. Woo!
I mean, you could say "oh shit" and then shoot it.
Yes. All of it seems appropriate.
Pew!
Alright, let me pull up my
Oh well.
I probably should have waited until you told me if there was any modifiers or anything. Sorry. I'll
you're
do
fine.
that next time.
you hit it and it starts to lose its grip on its branch in the tree, and then falls over. It's too far for the android to reach, unless she jumped off the tree to try to catch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get an exert dexterity check from an android.
I feel good about this course of action.
How heavy is the android?
A little bit heavier than a human.
Oh, okay.
Well, by a little bit.
But also not prone to hematomas, so.
Yeah. Fairly a bit heavier. Okay. Android is going to take 1d6 damage from falling damage. So, 3. But is able to catch the falling Velocimonkey and cushion its fall so that it does not take any further damage. The Velocimonkey looks like it is still alive when Android's roll comes to a stop. But that laser blast appears to have seared straight through it. It's not going to live much longer. Hello? Okay, just making sure everybody's still here. Discord has me paranoid.
Yeah. I was
Want to
waiting to see
repeat
what
it 2
Android.
weeks ago.
Yeah. The Android?
Present Monkey Raptor to, well, the doctor.
Okay. Android brings the Velocimonkey up to the doctor.
Okay, I examine it briefly and then patch it up, I guess.
Okay.
I have healer, so.
Do have healer, but that's supposed to be for humans, not for
Well,
alien creatures.
well, I mean, aren't we all human in spirit?
No, we're not.
I
It's
want
still
to.
flesh and blood.
All right. Do you want me to just roll a heal check then?
I think that's the best bet because I don't know how else. Yeah, it's gonna be high difficulty, but I think that's the fairest way of determining what can be done with this thing.
Yeah.
Well, that seems like it might have stabilized it.
Is it conscious?
It is not conscious.
That's fine.
Can I ask Walter what the hell that was? Like, why was it? What was that noise? What was it doing?
Yeah, let's see if Walter can.
Yeah, he's the expert around here, right?
Yeah, he is. Absolutely. Survive with intelligence. Oh wow, that's actually not bad. Walter is a little bit puzzled by that, but says that it could be a feeding mechanism. He points out that its teeth are not flat; they're sharp but small, designed as scavenger teeth, for tearing flesh off of things and making away with them before they get snapped up by a larger predator.
So that was a see what runs from screaming and then chase it down and kill it?
That's one option.
Okay.
Or it's sometimes in places with large, dangerous beasts, the largest beasts become a feast when they die. So if this thing is mimicking the sound of a massive beast as it dies, it may just be calling other predators to you that think that they're gonna get a feast.
Mm.
Or it
Well,
could be
Yeah, I
like
was thinking
to-
it's kind of basically bait to lure something here.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things, really.
I was
But we
thinking
got
one of
this
those
now.
things
Let's
that's
go
just
ahead
like-
and.
Go ahead.
What's up,
Go
Charlie?
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was thinking just like how geese do it, where they make the noise and they get bigger so that they can scare things away from the food that they want.
Yeah, that could be it. Certainly could be.
Yeah, but that wasn't the food that it wanted right now.
Maybe it
Other
eats
than-
people.
Yeah, but I think the point was that it's probably not the type that actually hunts and kills things on its own.
That's Walter's guess based on how this thing
The
appears to be built.
Basically, yeah, the small nibbly teeth.
Yeah.
Not like big fakes to crunch into something and kill it.
Those claws will certainly do a lot of damage. The claws themselves are this one's are 6 centimeters,
Oof.
Well,
Yeah.
and they're sharp.
well,
And they're positioned
that
so that when it grabs something with either its hand feet or its feet, that claw digs in right beside its fingers and can just sickle right into whatever it's grabbing.
that
Maybe we
makes
should
sense.
cover that with I don't know, wax or something, so that it can't cut anyone.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and put like oven mitts on it.
Let's just kill it.
Nah. No, we went through all the trouble. Zoe, go ahead and get me a box and we'll box it up for later.
Zoe looks around in the jungle that currently surrounds her and
Point
goes,
to the village that is right there, and the empty building or empty stuff there.
There's probably enough stuff here that she could fashion a box. Oh, also, your cargo lighter has come down.
Yeah, perfect. We'll
Now
throw
we
it
have a
in
box
there.
on wheels.
I put the Velocimonkey in the cargo lighter.
You guys are still a kilometer away. The cargo lighter could only come down in the clearing where you put your ship.
Can we actually get the ATV over here?
Not remotely.
How ATV is the ATV, if you know what I mean?
Oh, the ATV. It would be difficult picking a path through the jungle. I probably should have clarified that with you earlier. Remember, the ATV is more like it's bigger than a Hummer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh yeah.
I was mostly wondering. I thought we'd be able to drop it off on like this little clearing we've got right here.
Yeah, let's backtrack a little bit for that. It would be a risk. The canopy above completely covers the clearing. There's no opening to the sky except for when the wind blows and leaves shift.
Okay.
so is there any way to get the ATV over here then?
If you want to crash the cargo lighter directly down on your location and take whatever the consequences may be, your ATV is likely to survive that. The hover cycle is not quite as durable. ATVs they're between a tank and a Hummer, basically.
Right. But I mean, is there can we do that without doing something can we get it over here without doing something unreasonable? Was there any way through where it would have landed to get it over here?
Yes. I can't really deny that from you now since that's something I should have said as soon as you were talking about bringing the ATV down. There was a sufficiently wide path that the ATV would be able to navigate. It's not like you'll be tearing through the jungle at full speed, but it's also not like the jungle is so dense that I feel like I could realistically deny, no, you can't bring an ATV around.
Okay. Well, they've clearly got one that's been going back and forth here from the tracks. So
Yeah, they've got something a
Yeah, but
little
it has
smaller.
a path, so
They've basically got a ground car.
even so, all right. Well, we could have brought the ground car then.
I'll let you guys retcon that if that's the ground car would be a lot more a lot easier to maneuver in here.
Let's do the ground car then, unless anyone has any objections.
It's actually easier to maneuver down here. I figured it wouldn't be as good on
Well,
this terrain. I mean, obviously,
it's not- it's
size
not-
aside, but
It's not actually a ground car. It's more like it's a more of a Jeep sort of deal, as I understand it.
It is. Mhm.
oh, okay.
It's an all-terrain vehicle that is not an ATV.
Right.
An
Okay.
all-terrain vehicle that's not an all-terrain vehicle.
Well,
Let's see how this.
so okay, yeah.
It's not a Hummer,
I think-
basically.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think Hummer when I think ATV, anyways.
I
Normally I'd think
four-wheeler.
the four-wheeler, but
Or side by side.
honestly, I think it was a
bigger
mistake when he
four-wheeler.
called that an ATV and separated it from ground car and gave it an extra 15 tons.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
all right. The ATV is an armored truck, or an
Well,
armored.
it's more like APC.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
armored-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually probably a better way of looking at it. Armored personnel carrier, and it really is. It's got heavy armor. The ATV has armor of 8.
Yeah.
It's got 40 hit
It's-
points, 25 tonnage.
Yeah. It's basically a military ground vehicle anyway. But no, let's just bring the Jeep down here. We can all just pile in that, and that'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah,
It'd definitely be an APC.
yeah. It's essentially 1.5 times the difficulty and space consumption of your average ground car. Not 1.5 times, 2.5 times. Okay, so
Okay.
you're bringing down the Jeep. Somebody got that handout open, so we can just refer to it by name.
Rachel, right?
Rachel.
Rachel. Bringing Rachel and Charlie down. Charlie 1.
The original.
All right.
This is so sad. Alexa played Despacito.
Yeah, and then just get the
box ready. We'll put the Velocimonkey in that, and then we can send it back up in the cargo lighter and tell the people up there to deal with it, and don't get themselves eaten by it.
Okay. At this stage, Zoe and Nemesis are feeling a bit worse.
Am I getting sniffly?
They should be after what they did to that monkey.
Do anything to
Look,
the monkey.
And
it
they're
was-
looking at. Sorry, go ahead, Xander.
It was attacking me.
Fair.
Wasn't.
It was attacking her with its eyes and its mind.
Sonic attack.
All right.
You can't disprove it wasn't. It was attacking her with her. Jesus, you can't disprove it was attacking her with its mind.
It was attacking her with Jesus. Okay. All right.
Nope.
Well-
In addition to that, the rest of you also noticed that Nemesis and Zoe are starting to look a little bit worse for wear. It's a gradual escalation. That itchy, irritated skin has turned into a visible rash, dry skin, and you're both now having a bit of difficulty breathing and hearing.
I'm
We
going
wanna
to
get
give
you
them
guys
a
back on the ship.
what?
Nothing. Something to myself.
All right. I'm going to Jai's going to give them a quick checkup.
Okay.
I mean, is Zoe actually going to make the box?
Yeah, so I make a box and I drill holes in it for it to breathe through, but I make sure the holes are far enough away from the latch that it can't get its arm through and like unlatch itself.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who knows how smart these things are?
All right.
Does
So let's-
Nemesis allow Jai to inspect her while Zoe's making the box then?
If he's washed his hands.
I'm in a vac suit.
So no,
your
he
gloves?
has not.
Is there anything to wash my hands with?
They have water
no.
bottles.
Yeah, unless you guys brought water with you.
Well, no,
I mean,
I'm sure I've got.
You're
I'm
going
sure.
hiking for a kilometer. At least you probably brought water bottles, right?
Yeah. We've all I've got ration kits down here. I'm going to go ahead and just. I'm sure I've got disinfectant in my medical kits, so I'm going to just
There you go.
disinfect.
Yeah, that works.
I'll disinfect quick, and then I'll examine her.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a heal check. Wow. This is definitely an allergic reaction to, a reaction to allergens on the planet. And at the
I wanted to
rate
scan for those, but we couldn't.
you did want to scan for those.
I mean, this is why I wore a vac suit.
At the rate that it's progressing and how it's progressing, Jai is able to determine some more symptoms of it. Its symptoms include skin rash, dry skin, inner dermal swelling, difficulty breathing and hearing, and the mechanical effects are -1 to skill checks and -2 to attacks.
Interesting.
This is a deadly allergen.
Yeah.
It could progress within an hour, and from there, a few days after, looks like this could kill someone.
The,
Is it so? Would just out of curiosity, is that like an atma filter, or is it just even skin contact?
This is skin contact as well.
right.
Yeah. All right. Everyone
Well,
will.
it gives us a
everyone's
few
going-
days.
Would an atma filter slow it at all?
Not really. Not from Jai's inspection.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This is a very, very severe allergic reaction.
Oh god, am I gonna die?
Oh, if you stay down here for long enough, yes. Hold on. Can I give them like would I have anything in my medical kit that would counter the effects, like some sort of, I guess, EpiPen?
Yeah, you do, but the problem is that all you can really do is give them recovery without proper anti-allergen. If they're still here in the presence of this allergen, it's just going to keep going on them.
Right. Okay. So everyone's going to need to switch into vac suits now, except you, Android, obviously. For now, yeah, I'll go ahead and give them an injection of that, just for now. And then you two did bring vac suits down, didn't you?
Was it would impact on the shit? What was it? Yeah, that was it. Tailored anti. What was it tailored?
Tailored anti-allergens.
Yeah, that's the item that you need, but of course it has to be tailored to the planet, right?
Right.
Right.
And did you bring vac suits down?
I think there's a safe
No.
assumption, yes, just because you're in a enclosed ship that has.
I remember Zoe
And you
having a
weren't
vac suit
concerned.
and taking it off because it wasn't stylish.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, even if you didn't deliberately bring your own vac suit, the Marauder has space for vac suits because, like I said, it does not
There
have a
was a
two-stage airlock. That door opens and it's vacuum inside.
There
Mhm.
was concern about allergens anyways. We just didn't have data to determine that was an issue or not.
But
right.
if you don't
and-
have it on your character sheet, you guys will have to go back to the ship to get them.
Well, we have to go back to the ship to get the Jeep anyway.
That's true.
So, fine. All right. Well, you won't die for now. You'll just need to switch into the vac suits. Which you should have been wearing anyway. But
Wow, we didn't. The air is perfectly breathable. The
we
scan
also
told the scan told me so.
Mhm. Yeah, okay.
It is. It doesn't actually appear to be affecting their lungs at all. The difficulty breathing is because their skin is swelling
Yep.
in all the wrong places.
Yep. Well, good thing Jai
Is a real
wore his own
doctor,
vaccine. Yeah, good thing Jai's a real doctor.
and not just a biosign that doesn't know how to do doctory things.
Yep.
I enjoyed playing that, but it came up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you if you get the upgrades, it doesn't matter anyway. But for now, yeah.
That I have just enough encumbrance left to actually deal with the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you're starting on your way back, you start hearing more movement through the brush. Walter goes paranoid and says, "See, it was calling other animals. It's calling other creatures."
That's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, yes, Walter. Just keep walking.
He says that you guys can't walk anymore. You're going to have to make better speed. It's too dangerous here if that thing called other predators. And why are we even taking that thing with us? It's dangerous.
Amen, brother. We can't even feed it.
I mean, it almost certainly just ate Trin. Which
Yeah, you
are
got a lot of you got a lot of Trin laying around
oh, they're similar.
back on the ship.
They're similar. Well, Dex, is it correct
They've
to
got the
say
same
they're
meat.
similar?
Yes.
Yeah, similar enough to Terran things that I'm not terribly worried.
Do you guys
Yeah, we'll
pick
be
up
fine.
the pace or just keep on walking?
I'm down with picking up the pace.
Fine. Yeah, we'll pick up the pace a little bit.
Okay. Walter is urging onward. He's got his gun out, and he's not keeping it at a little bit. He's trying to push you guys. To the point that you may lose him if you don't keep up with him.
Okay, we really need to give him another shot.
Or maybe we could just trust that our expert knows what he's talking about, and maybe we should rush.
I don't know what you mean. Walter's a warrior, not an expert.
Oh, I thought we were talking in person.
Oh.
I'm going to push to keep up with them.
Okay.
Yeah,
That in
fine.
your condition, do you really want to exert yourself?
In my condition, I'm fine.
Yeah, Charlie's fine, I think.
I rolled
Well,
a nat 20 on my
I
check.
mean, the rest of the affected people.
Oh,
With our condition, do we really want to hang around longer?
Yeah, I feel like it might be better to push.
No,
myself.
you want to speed up. I mean, you should be fine with that injection for now, but probably best to get you.
I could theoretically scout the rear. I am a little bit faster, so I can do that kind of thing.
No, let's just keep going. It's only 1 kilometer.
Okay.
Okay. You guys hoof it. Everybody give me exert con checks, and Nemesis and Zoe, you have a -1 to this check.
So I have a question,
Mhm.
and I don't want you to take it personally that I'm like questioning your DM-ness. How do we
I'm going
have
to.
it if we've passed the physical saves?
The physical save is just to delay the onset.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I actually made a mistake in letting you roll the physical save twice. It was only supposed to allow delay once. This is the kind
Gotcha.
of thing that
Okay.
if you spend enough time here without the anti-allergens or the tailored anti-allergens, you're going to get it. It's just a matter of how long until it gets worse.
Gotcha.
Do I have to do that exert con check as well, seeing how I don't breathe?
Yeah.
Sweat?
Yeah, because this is still crashing through jungle. This is still strenuous activity.
I mean, it is only 1 kilometer, though.
1 kilometer in the jungle is hell, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it is still placing stress on Android's body.
Kinetic transversal help at all?
Kinetic transversal can help.
If you want to out yourself as a scion.
Well, you've
But,
also got the parkour. In fact,
Yeah, that's fair.
actually, I think wouldn't that be covered under your runner's edge focus?
Would it? Oh,
Yeah, this is a movement-based check.
God, you just fucking flow through this.
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
This was just a difficulty of 8. I don't remember the exact wording of it, but I think I said anything under 10 you don't have to make.
Yeah, 10 or less, I just
10 or less.
pass.
Yeah, okay, so you don't have to make that exert check.
Okay.
Android is fine. Charlie is fine. All the rest of you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to order Walter to slow the fuck down.
You're taking some system strain, and I suppose I should roll for him too.
Would it
Okay.
out me?
Huh? Walter. Sorry.
No, would using kinetic transversal out me?
Oh, you
Just
basically
to-
floating up over the ground.
Yeah, depending on just what kind of terrain, it would give them a chance to notice it. Whereas just using natural parkour is holy shit, that guy just knows how to move.
Okay.
The chance would be small, but
Okay.
It's there.
it's there. Walter is having difficulty with this as well, but he's still pushing.
Walter,
Uh,
calm down.
Adding some foundation to Walter's paranoia, you are hearing more yaps, larger yaps, and sounds of what he's telling you are predatory creatures and other dangerous scavengers coming to feast on what they think is a large meal.
Well, they should be heading for the campsite then, shouldn't they?
They should,
Oh.
but he shouts back, "We don't know what directions they're coming from."
Well, crashing through the jungle isn't going to help at all. They're just going to that would just draw them to us. Calm down, Walter.
Okay,
Think for a moment.
okay. He slows down a little bit. But we still have to move fast.
Gotta go fast.
Fanic.
Quiet and fast.
Well, calm but fast. We're not just don't rush off willy-nilly. Let's just keep going. Sorry, did I interrupt?
You're fine.
All right. Were you gonna say something there, Xander?
I was gonna say, so I come in at the end and like lean against Walter, and then immediately, Jai's like, "Let's keep going," and you guys all run off. I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
Oh,
I'm debating leaving my drones behind at this rate.
Oh, you worked so hard for him.
and you still need to pay back.
Pay it back.
Oh, never mind then.
All right. You guys make it to the clearing that you landed in. There were a couple moments where Walter has you all freeze and just stop, and you hear a larger creature, larger as in dog-like, not charging, traipsing through the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Moving swiftly.
Moving swiftly is, yeah, let's just stick with simple words. That's about my level right now. Moving swiftly through the brush, followed by several others.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has you continue on. You get to the clearing where your ship and your cargo lighter are, and about 10 meters out from where you're starting to recognize now where the clearing is, he again has you stop.
What now?
He has his gun raised and he's looking through. Well, go ahead and give me notice checks.
All of us or just some of us?
All of
This is
you.
a wisdom-based thing, correct?
Yes. Yeah, this is gonna be an all check.
Okay.
1 second.
I am on a roll today for whatever reason.
God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that this session has been. Hey, Zoe, roll all the things you're bad at. Oh, okay.
Hey, she was great at physical saves.
Why can't
Yeah,
I program these creatures?
Dear.
I'm gonna fix this whole planet. And I mean that in the Bob Barker sense, not the engineering sense.
Who's that?
Bob
Very-
Barker?
Yes.
He is the host of The Price is Right, and he famously ended every Price is Right by telling people to spay and neuter their pets.
Oh,
and then
okay.
fixing your pet.
Okay, so this is only Charlie sees through the brush what has Walter so concerned. There is a blue-skinned person that is looking at and inspecting your cargo lighter. And he is Walter is trying to get a good bead on if there are any others.
Can I see if there are any others?
You're only seeing the one from your angle, but if you're willing to risk a little bit more movement to
Yeah,
look
I'll
around.
risk that movement.
Okay.
Can anybody else see the one blue guy, or is it just me at this point?
Just you and Walter.
Okay, I'm gonna. Before I head out, I'll
We're
whisper a
long
quick.
behind.
If everyone is too far behind, then I'm just gonna head out. But if there are people that are closer, but there's someone out there.
No, you've all kind of coalesced on Walter.
Okay. After I've alerted the group.
We're too busy breathing heavily.
Yeah, this is
See
not
if
a
I can
quiet
get
group
closer.
here. And it doesn't take too much more movement for Charlie to be able to see that there is one other that is watching in your direction of the clearing, and another watching the opposite side with heads on a swivel. They're clearly watching out for anybody coming back to this ship. And one more on the far side of your marauder. So you see a total of 4.
Okay. Do they have weapons that I can see?
Yes. They appear to have bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Are they tall?
They're human sized.
Okay. I just
Do
wanted to
they
know
have
how Avatar
suspiciously
we were
long
getting
hair?
here.
Yeah.
Tails, long hair.
Learn the bow and arrow will kill you.
They actually appear to be hairless.
Okay.
Don't have
Are
their
they-
hair in their bow.
Are they wearing clothes?
They are.
Okay. Just wanted to know how civilized we were talking here.
Well, are they partially cybernetic?
I feel like I have to give it to Charlie with his roll of 12. Yes, there are cybernetic enhancements.
I mean, if we expect to come across anything here, it's gonna be Tren.
Yeah.
And if there's Tren, there's almost certainly cybernetics.
They're
Yep.
cybernetic and using a bow and arrow.
Yeah,
Well-
weird,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, maybe they're Shadowrun players. I don't know.
God, I hope
No,
not.
Lark-
Otherwise, that bow and
Lark.
arrow's going to hit with the force of a tomahawk missile.
Yeah.
LARPing Alternative Shade. It's, oh my god, it's one big LARPing community.
I head out there and I get hit with 30 dice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So let's have a sneak check made for the group. One for Charlie and one for the group. Who's got, aside from Charlie, who has Charlie, go ahead and make yours.
think
Aside from Charlie,
that-
who has the best sneak?
I have
Instincts.
a +0 and
I have
+1
a
dex,
+1.
but I've got a -1 from the allergies.
You're all gonna
Alright,
have whoever rolls is gonna have a -1 anyway, so don't worry about because of allergies.
Who? All right. So what's? Could you check Walter's sheet? I think he said he had sneak.
Okay.
Or the android can just roll it, I guess.
Hey, hold off on that, Nick. This was just 2 checks, 1 group for the non-Charlie group and 1 Charlie.
Oh. I thought group as in the group everybody else rolls and they're separate.
No, sorry.
Yeah, we could do D&D group roll where if everybody rolls and if a majority passes, we're sneaky.
No, actually,
average
Walter
rolls
has
rolls.
some pretty damn good sneak.
Okay.
Oh,
He
okay.
does.
Sweet.
He's probably on par with Charlie, only worse because he's not an expert.
Speaking of Charlie, are you going to re-roll that? Oh wait, no,
I'm
you're
not a full
you-
expert. I'm a
Oh,
psychic.
he's not a full expert. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Walter is as sneaky as Charlie.
Okay, roll it, Walter. Or
But is he as
just use the
sneaky
androids,
this
I don't
time?
know.
And can he cover for his party?
No, I apologize. He's actually sneakier than Charlie.
He's got more
Probably.
levels.
Yeah, because of levels. Yeah.
Roll it.
I don't have enough points to move around.
Who's me or Walter?
Me.
Oh,
Dex.
I'm just talking about rolling, in which case, not me.
I'm
Correct.
telling Dex to roll for Walter. There we
oh,
go.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got that +2 dex. Oh, okay.
He does. Yeah.
He's a sneaky boy.
Sneakiest bastard in the West.
Yeah. You wouldn't
Ooh.
know it. That's how sneaky he is.
Yeah.
This is why I think the paranoia is a front. He's too sneaky.
I mean, it's not impossible.
Well,
Could have justified
He's
paranoia.
he's been rolling sneak charisma this whole time.
Charlie.
Mhm.
Charlie is spotted by one of those the trend that are looking in your direction, and you see them immediately raise a hand to their lips, as in the universal signal for keep the fuck silent.
Me? Them?
They're gesturing that at you. Walter has managed to keep the rest of you guys kind of low, but also don't have very good visibility to see them.
Okay.
What does Charlie do?
I am going to keep silent, but I'm also going to move forward. I'm not too worried about the bows.
Well, with that 6, you're going to have to be stepping on every single twig in there.
I didn't expect to be sneaking anyways.
There's the trend that you're looking at looks aside to one of the others, makes a kind of a clicking sound. Charlie can see that they look at each other, and then the other one that he sounded to looks at you, and they both kind of make the second one makes the same gesture, finger to his lips, and the first one raises his bow, while the second one moves closer to the clearing.
Is he raising his bow at Charlie?
He is, but he's not. He doesn't have it aimed straight at him. It's more of a this is ready. The arrow is knocked and it can be loosed quickly, but it's not directly threatening.
It's not quite a take aim.
Right.
This guy's. They have one of them coming towards me, right?
Yes. The one that he clicked at and looked at is moving towards you with hands upraised, no weapons. He has the bow strung to his back.
Okay. I guess I'll just. What is it? Just hang around, wait for the guy to get closer, see if
Okay.
they can actually do communications.
The rest of
Arm
you can see somebody moving towards where you saw Charlie move off to. And you can also see Charlie is kind of creeping towards them as well. Nobody does anything. Then the one walking towards Charlie comes to the edge of the clearing and makes some quick gestures. Let's try an insight as understanding that. So notice with intelligence, unless you can
Notice.
think
Oh
of
no.
unless you can think of other skill and attribute combination that would represent understanding what somebody is trying to say without using words. Basically speaking
No,
another
or
language.
connect.
No. Yeah, no or connect probably.
I could see no, not connect. Well, a case
I
could be
could
made
I
for
could totally
connect.
see either connect or
Yeah.
noticed, just on like reading body language in a more kind of universal body language. I wouldn't be able to get anything specific.
I would almost say talk more than connect.
No, they're
That's more
using.
like
I'm
Yeah.
okay with connect and notice.
They're using their hands, so I say it's punch.
Ah, yes, the punch
Well,
wisdom, the rare
yeah.
punch wisdom check.
Look, it's body language, so it's dance, so it's dexterity now, obviously.
Technically, in that case, it would be perform because instead of signing hello, you might be signing asshole.
All right.
Yeah.
Nox, what skill do you want to use?
I'd like to use connect.
I'll let it. Yeah, it's still got to be intelligence though.
Okay.
Make friends. Quickly, because they're about to shoot you.
With arrows. Oh my god!
Look, those hurt.
Hey.
I thought I was dancer, but I'm just man.
Hey, hey, Nox. How does it feel to be an expert psychic?
Oof.
We're about to find out.
Technically, that makes an
Give
adventurer.
me the
This is
opportunity.
very
I wouldn't be an
adventurous.
expert at all.
most of us just like waiting here. Oh, he's gonna re-roll that.
Yep.
All right.
This could be a 3 right now if it wasn't intelligence.
Charlie has no idea what this guy is trying to pantomime.
So you just say what?
Yeah, that's yeah. I have no idea what you just said.
Does he actually say that?
Yeah.
He looks very unimpressed and disappointed.
Okay.
I'm very unimpressed and disappointed. I thought we'd evolved past the need for sign language.
All right.
That
What?
sounds actually horribly offensive.
That's a little fucked up, Charlie.
Yeah. Now you suddenly understand what he's trying to convey, eh?
Can we see this going on, Dex?
Yes, you can see this, and now you can hear it.
All right. Can I roll a no intelligence check to understand what he's trying to convey?
No, you're too far away, and you don't have the right angle for it. I think if you want it, I could let you roll a no intelligence to try and. Actually, it still has to be noticed for you. To kind of get the general gist, but no specifics. But I would have to go on your notice instead of no for that one.
Well, I can't notice shit.
Apparently, I can't connect to shit.
I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to go ahead and raise my hands up and just step out before Charlie embarrasses all of humanity further.
Okay. At this point, all of them, all four that Charlie cited, have come around to look at you guys, and the one that was trying to pantomime to Charlie starts walking off to the side and motions free to follow.
Great.
He looks back to see if you are. Walter is shaking his head furiously.
Well, I assume they couldn't see Walter or the others, could they?
Yeah, they haven't seen you guys yet.
All right. Well, I'm still in my vac suit, so I'm sure they can't hear me if I tried to whisper something over the radio. So I'm just going to tell Walter to stay put.
Okay. That's not
If he
exactly entirely true, since you're not in vacuum.
I am in a vac suit.
You're in a vac suit, but not in vacuum. So the
I mean,
atmosphere,
It would muffle.
it would muffle. Yeah.
All right.
You can speak
Definitely
quietly. I
not
just
sure.
want to make it clear that it's not completely silent.
Okay.
For all you know, they can detect radio.
That's true. And I'm just gonna. And I'm actually curious here. I'm going to follow, and then say, like, I'm going to gesture at Charlie to just be like, "Yeah, come on."
Okay.
Yep, and I'll follow along.
They acknowledge your emergence from hiding, but they don't jump or start with it. It does seem a little bit of a surprise. They did not know you were there, but
But
take
they
it.
probably did more than one person down here, given that we just brought in a ground car.
Yeah, so surprised but not surprised. And they motion the rest of you to follow after the one that was pantomiming. Does everybody follow him?
Can I
Sure.
move and point to the ship so I can get my vac suit, or
Yeah, I'm going to.
pantomime choking to death?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I
Oh.
guess. Jai will stop. Will try to stop them. Gesture to them and sort of attempt to like
If anyone
convey
might
that
have some
to-
failure anti-allergens.
We could also just like wait until that they're out of sight and then just grab vac suits.
Well,
I mean, with
as-
Charlie's still a problem.
As Zoe and Nemesis become visible, one of them clicks again. The others look at her, and then they all look at Zoe and Nemesis. The one that's been trying to pantomime just looks the most annoyed out of everything ever. It's just like,
Yeah,
I'm done with these humans.
Yeah,
least
I
we're not
don't.
laughing.
I don't blame him at all. All
They-
right, so let's. Yeah.
The one that clicked, the female, puts a hand up if you try to move towards the ship, and one of the others is coming towards you with a pack that he is very slowly opening.
Could it be? Could it be the fabled tailored anti-allergens?
Nah, this is the kid that puts you out of your misery. Mercy killing.
I'll take it at this point.
Yeah,
the fabled
I mean,
extra allergens.
I'm gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
I'm not taking drugs from a stranger.
What?
They make you even more allergic.
All
I
right.
mean, we could just instead of going where they want to go, we could invite them into our ship, and then we could have a conversation.
Well, there's definitely something peculiar. Well, I guess we can't really converse about all this if we're all trying to be silent.
Yeah,
So-
they want you to be silent. You guys don't have to be. You don't even know why they want you to be silent.
Well, I'm gonna do when in Rome. I mean, these people live here, and they are very clearly making an effort to not speak.
Okay.
So I feel like it'd be rude for us to talk.
But
That's-
through the
My line of thinking. Y'all are free to do what you want.
through the language of interpretive charades,
Interpretive
I
dance.
offer to them to come inside our ship so we can have an actual conversation.
One of the things that the one that's coming towards you, sees your gestures, and this pantomime is fairly easy to understand. He shakes his head, points at his ear, and then points all around. Makes sense.
Forest is listening to the forest has ears.
That is the equivalent, yes.
Maybe he would be a bit more friendly if you show him the pieces of his friend.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to tell Walter to stay put. I will whisper it.
Okay. Let me figure out where everybody is. So we've got Jai has emerged from the hiding, right?
He was the first one to do so.
Okay. And you're whispering Walter to stay put. Is anybody still in hiding?
Other than Walter?
Okay, so Walter is still in hiding.
Well, you didn't say otherwise.
I was gonna say, we wouldn't know. He's hiding.
Well, I assumed that everybody was going with, but if you want Walter hiding, then that's perfectly in line for his character. To keep to not directly engage until he knows if it's a confrontation. So he is still hidden. The rest of you are visible. I'm going to start using names because saying that one and this one are is difficult. Cyro is coming towards you and pulling something out of a pouch. He walks up to Nemesis and Zoe and hands each of them what looks like a tab, regular pharmaceutical tab that you apply directly to the skin. Do you take the tab? And you're not like putting it on you, but do you take it from him?
Yeah.
At the very least, make it. Yeah.
Okay. He then pulls up on the sleeve of one of your arms and jabs a finger into just below your shoulder.
Ow.
This is the type of tab that normal pharmaceuticals use, where you can press it against the skin, press the pop top on the top, and it jabs needles and drugs into you. It appears to be made of cloth and leaf and a little bit of wood.
So it's the fun kind.
Yeah.
So this is an EpiPen, but like T2 version.
Well, T0 version.
Yeah, the external
Well,
definitely looks primitive.
I gotta say it looks primitive, but nothing primitive injects drugs into you.
Well, you'd be surprised. They've actually had hypodermic needles for actually thousands of years. Used to make them out of bone.
Anybody with fix
Sure.
1 or higher? Go ahead and roll that for me.
Okay.
I can hit you with the fix -2.
And remember, you still got a penalty if it's a Zoe Nemesis.
You're gonna have to do the
I
subtraction
take
on your own. Yeah.
strength
Oof.
fix, I would assume.
No, that will be int.
I got a 7.
Or this is studying the patches.
Oh, it's the android.
No. In passing glances, both Zoe and Android can see that those aren't normal bows. Those are conversion bows.
Neat.
They are
Yes, it's a
effectively
good thing they-
TL4 for purposes of punching through armor.
Yeah.
That's
Bad news.
That's interesting.
That's not terribly
Um,
surprising.
At this point,
Try
they-
it.
I just take the tab. Yeah.
Okay.
Try anything once. I've done party drugs.
Oh,
not
boy.
really. But Nemesis might have once.
Okay. The itchiness and the rash right near where you inject immediately feels better. And then from there it starts to burn a little bit, and it starts to feel better in a very slow spread, followed by a little bit of a burn. It's gonna be uncomfortable for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't get much worse, right?
It's what you get for not wearing a vac suit.
Imagine being
I-
allergic to the medicine.
I put away my gun and then I give
That's a very
uh,
problem.
the Trin a hug.
You are more my father than my father.
Look,
You-
this one
you-
saved my life. The other one tried to kill me.
You str-
Only after you refuse to hug them.
you might have just done a huge faux pas, and now they're going to kill us all for this. Thanks.
Good.
The
Good.
Trin does stiffen up and was not expecting that, but kind of awkwardly pats Zoe on the back, and then if she hasn't extricated herself, he forcefully extricates them, unhugs.
No, that's fine. Look, if he's uncomfortable with it, I'm not gonna push it on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
He gives her the benefit of that brief hug, and then basically non-verbally says, "We're done with this."
Okay.
Yeah.
Away.
Jai's just in the background, like pinching Well, he's not pinching the bridge of his nose because he has the vac suit on, so I guess he's just rubbing his faceplate.
Pinching the bridge of his nose blade.
It's psychosomatic. It helps. I'm stroking my beard through the faceplate.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Helmet palming.
Helmet palming. After that, Cyro steps back, and the girl shrugs and motions to the Marauder, then pantomimes something kind of from the top of her head and down her body as if she's pantomiming outer layers of person or clothing.
Can I roll? Can I just roll no to understand this?
She's basically saying you can go ahead and get your vac suit.
Okay.
But she also does point at her eyes and lift her bow a little bit.
They're gonna
Okay,
watch
she's
us.
watching. She's watching to make sure we don't make any weird moves.
That's correct.
Hey,
2 words.
did
First word.
Android actually step out?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Are Zoe and Charlie and Nemesis getting their vac suits?
I was already in a vac suit.
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie's fine. It was just
All right,
Zoe.
Charlie, you're getting a promotion.
Really?
Actually getting my vac suit.
The promotion doesn't actually do anything.
Oh, it doesn't bring him from a half share to a full share?
I mean, he was already getting a full share. We were just getting
Oh, sorry.
Walter
It doesn't bring him
Yeah.
from a full share to a share and a half?
no.
It's a promotion in title only. They're just gonna put executive in front of whatever his current title is.
I'm
Right.
fine with that. That puts me directly above, the other mooks that we have aboard the ship.
Right. So
I'm their
basically,
senior.
basically,
You're the executive mook.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what you get is additional responsibilities and no actual increase in benefits.
Yeah, that sounds about real.
Yeah.
This
All
is
right,
hitting a little too close
after
to home.
Zoe and Nemesis get into the vac suits. I'm assuming they both do?
Yeah.
Okay. They wait semi-patiently, and then the leader, Galaxus, motions you to follow him again. And
Okay,
he
let's
starts moving into the outside of the clearing.
go ahead and do that then.
Okay.
Well, can I? Well, can I gesture and? No. Let's just go. This is fine.
Okay. All right. Cyro, the one that handed you the tabs, the EpiPens, is following behind Galaxus, and Nova and Polaris follow up behind you.
Perhaps we should leave both of our landing ships on the ground.
Are you saying that out of character or in character?
Out of character.
Then what do you mean? Should leave both or shouldn't?
Shouldn't,
Okay.
because it means no rescue party could
I mean,
really
you're-
arrive
you're
unless
the one
they
who
bring
can-
the ship down.
You're the one who controls that. So
No, I'm still wondering how the cargo ladder come down.
The cargo ladder can be automated to land in a specific location.
okay.
Automated right back.
Yeah, it can also be automated to go back up to the ship. That
Alright.
requires it requires crew on the ship to open the doors and launch it. That can't be automated. But once you launch it, it just unless something goes wrong, it lands where you put it.
All right. Let's go ahead and order the let's go ahead and order the Marauder back then, or the Marauder up into orbit. I guess we can have it come down, or the android can have it come down when needed.
I'd rather say send the cargo ladder back, because it's easier to get the Marauder from the ground than from orbit.
Okay. Well,
Forget to lock it.
I don't personally care that much. So, do whatever.
Just
Sure,
to
we'll
be
just...
just to be clear, the Marauder is easy to control for the Android, of course. We already know that. The cargo lighter is not linked to the Android and isn't really a function that the Android can do herself. That's something that you had to have somebody up on the ship set up and set in the coordinates and then launch it. Similarly, you'll have to communicate with somebody on the ship to put out the recall signal.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. In that case, if the android can communicate anything to Jai will. If the android suggests that to Jai can order the people on the ship to recall it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys just whispering as you walk farther away from the clearing, or are you communicating this right there in the clearing?
We'll go ahead and whisper it
Okay.
as we're walking away.
Okay.
I'm just going to have Walter stay. Walter, once everyone leaves, I'm just going to order him to stay with the Marauder for now.
Okay. That is good. It takes him out of my hands. Thank you.
Yeah.
And with that, it's 1 o'clock. Do you guys want to take a break?
Yes, my air conditioner is shut off, and I cannot live in this room anymore without turning it back on.
So, yeah, let's do a break and then come
Totally
back
understand
in 15.
Yep, sounds good. So come on back at a little bit less than 15, at 1:15.
Okay.
Let's dive back into your adventures on the planet that hates everything.
Doesn't hate Android.
Hey, what do we do with the box of death and the
We put it in the
know,
cargo
the bit-
lighter.
the bits of their friend?
Yeah, I thought we put it in the cargo lighter. Well, we didn't put the bits of their friend in the cargo lighter.
We put the bits of their friend inside the box of death.
Did we? No, I thought
I don't think
Walter
so.
Walter still has the bits of their friend.
All right. So have you decided that you're calling up to the ship and having the cargo lighter retrieved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also telling them about the thing, the fuzzy ball of death.
Yeah, put it in this room.
Just feed it flesh. By which I
Come
mean
back
meat.
and Alexi is gone.
Yeah, probably.
Poor Alexi.
It's fine. Just give it meat and don't put your hand in the box.
Now, to be clear, Zoe was not able to make a complex box with feeding mechanism. This
It is a box with holes in it.
Yes.
I mean,
Fun fact, I'll have to go AFK for a couple minutes.
Okay, I'm not so sure how that's fun, but it is
Or
a fact.
Because it's ironic, because it's right after the break, but my wife just got here, so she needs some help.
Well, tell her her timing. She should better time her needs for when I take my breaks.
Yeah, I know.
That'll
but
go over a little while.
Never helps.
That's fine. We'll still continue. Okay, so the box of miniature death is sent up, along with the car and the hover cycle that you brought down, right? Unless you got those off first.
Right?
No? Alright. They go back up too. You guys continue following the trend, with Galaxis finding a bare minimum trail for you. After about 100 or so meters, he finally stops in a very small clearing. You're not able to stand any further than 3 meters away from anyone. Actually, that's pretty far. This is basically that's 3 meter
Oh.
So we don't have space for social distancing.
You do not have space for social distancing. No.
What a shame.
And you've got 8 people, 9 people in this small area. Lulu, are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay. I hadn't heard any confirmation on as far as what you were sending up with lighter, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, we're sending up the animal, the
Right.
monkey, the Velocimonkey.
Mm-hmm.
And Walter, I think, is carrying the trin bits
Right.
into the Marauder after everyone leaves.
Okay. Galaxis turns to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
And says, "Play the best song in the world, or I'll
take
shoot
your
you full of arrows."
So
He asks in Spacer, "What are you doing here?"
Okay. You do speak our language. One of them. No one's listening. Are we being listened to?
We should be away from any possible bugs here.
I'm tempted to say that's unlikely because we're in the jungle and there's a lot of bugs here.
But do
I
you?
guess I did just say that. I did just say that, yes.
He does not appear to be
Okay.
amused.
Do you also say "actually" and like push your finger against your face plate like you're pushing your?
No.
Such
No.
a nerd.
No, we're not going quite that far. Jai doesn't need glasses anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's probably genetically engineered himself to get 20/20.
Yeah.
2015.
The point is, he's good. Okay. How educated are you on the topic of memory and memory erasure and transferal?
I do not see what relevance that has to you being here.
Okay. There are rumors of a Trin device capable of stripping someone's memory from them, making it available for others to view. We believe that may have happened to us, and we were coming here to see if there was any remnants of such technology.
Oh my god, I just forgot what the name of that thing is. Hang on one second.
I didn't write the note down for it.
Then it guesses the Memorex. That was from another game. I think it was Maltec.
It is
it is
Maltec.
Maltec. Jinx?
All right, let's see.
Oh my gosh, Alright, hang on, let me go to another section of my notes. I was trying to do this the short way, that wasn't working. Okay, thank you. The QED. He looks bemused. A QED? You have come to Trinita Shade. Risk the perimeter for a QED.
Risked more for less, I assume. Can't quite remember. Which is the point, actually.
And a QED you find here will be of no use if your memory has been removed by one.
No, it won't. But if others found similar here, we'd hoped we'd be able to track it back to them, or at least be able to study it to understand how we might be able to get our memory back should we find the original QED.
Galaxis and Cyro share a glance, and then she steps forward. Did I say Cyro? Hang on.
Spyro.
Cyro, yeah.
Spyro the dragon.
Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. No, there's no glance shared. I see. And that is quite a big risk you have assumed.
Jai doesn't look terribly concerned, so he just shrugs.
You
I
said
was
you
told-
have been affected by one of these devices?
That's what I believe. Well, it's what my conversation with the Sue on Sue Prime. Or wait, was it Sue Prime or was it Sue some other number?
Yeah, Supreme, yeah.
Okay, on Sue Prime seemed to indicate that was the most likely scenario.
And for this information, what do you offer?
Well, that would depend. What do you want?
You can't be flying around in that tin can you've brought down to the planet. I assume you have a ship in orbit.
Jai inclines his head, I guess.
I'll have to call Ceres. I am not authorized to make any kind of agreement here.
Well, we'd be happy to discuss matters with whatever leadership you may have. Things are a bit different than what most records have of this. A bit different amongst you than the most records have of this planet.
That creates a bit of a sneer and a snarl on all of their faces.
I understand.
One of them, the female, a little bit more aggressive of a snarl, blurts out, shit, I just thought what she was gonna say. Blurts out
Something
that
something in some language we don't understand.
No, she says it in Spacer. The perimeter have left us here to die. And Galaxis looks at
Now,
her. Hang on, real quick. Galaxis
Sorry.
looks at her. They share that glance, and she immediately casts her eyes down.
Was the perimeter a pre-screen government? I can't quite remember.
Oh, sure. Perimeter is, yes, they were part of the Terran mandate that was very focused on, well, destroying Maltech.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of guardians against humanity, the worst of humanity, doing the worst of humanity. And they survived.
So they were guarding against people like Jai.
They were guarding against people like Jai, exactly.
I'm glad we understand.
Yes. They
So they're-
survived the loss of Terran Mandate, kind of how Galactic Mandate did, and they are their own agency.
Oh, so they're still around.
They're still around.
Okay.
It's like if the FBI survived the United States.
So they actively, I can't remember. So they enforce essentially like a quarantine on this planet, right?
No, that's
Or was
not
that
what the official records say. The official records are that Perimeter helped them relocate after something catastrophic happened to their home planet.
Oh, are they from one of the God? What was the name of that planet?
Trinidad
Trend.
Fade.
Yeah, they're not from the graveyard. If you're talking about that,
Okay,
they're from Trinita Fade, which is just one system over.
that's right. Because the guys from the graveyard went to the black hole system, right?
They had
I think
that's the
plans
number
do, I think.
sequence. Yeah.
That's where at least we think the black ships may have been coming from.
That, yeah. I don't think we're sure what the deal was with the black hole.
Well, we'll have to go there eventually. I mean, we don't have to go there, but we're going to go there. Let's be realistic.
Perimeter's main visible presence right now is on Astos, which is in the Pana system. Astos is the megacorp world where it's like the worst dystopian uh, the worst dystopian cyberpunk Blade Runner type planet, but add dust and desert to it. Everything is run by corps, and the perimeter are basically just there to enforce a higher non-violence rule against the corporations, which tends to mean that they just do everything low-key with paid thugs.
Right. We know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess in character, I suspect most of the records were falsified. You'll have to explain what you still have of that when we have time.
With all due respect, I do not have to explain anything.
No, I suppose you don't. But I'd like you to.
Perhaps we can negotiate. Or you can negotiate with Sirius.
That sounds fine to me. When will we be able to meet them?
He exchanges a glance with the one whose name hasn't been said yet, Polaris, and Polaris lopes off into the jungle. Looks back at you, or Galaxus looks back at you. It will be about an hour.
Thank God. I sit down. Oh God, my dogs are barking.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know if dogs have made it this far. My cats are meowing.
The dogs have
My
made
feet
it,
hurt.
yes. Dogs are never going
Okay.
away, I'm sorry. I mean, puppies, come on.
Are they hypoallergenic? Do we have
On Thurid, they are.
dog goblins?
You mean Chihuahuas?
Yeah,
Wait,
I was
they'd be
gonna say.
kobolds. They're kobolds.
Chihuahuas exist. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, but they're a little too non-threatening to be.
Oh my god, imagine
goblins.
a dog-sized chihuahua.
A dog-sized chihuahua?
If you manage to breed a Chihuahua with any like big dog, you just get a regular dog.
Not after Jai is done with it.
Wait,
You
what are
don't
you,
get a regular anything after Jai's done with it.
what are you asking me to do here? Like, what are you asking me to create?
Basically, make a chihuahua that is regular sized and still is a chihuahua.
Hybridize a Chihuahua with the Velocimonkey.
How about this? How about we use one of those Russian bear hunting dogs?
You mean a Mastiff? A Tibetan Mastiff?
Ooh, a
Sounds
hairless
good to me.
Tibetan Mastiff? Yikes. That's terrifying.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
Because they have rolls of fat around their neck. Oof.
Alright, let's pop back in here. What are you guys doing for the next hour? The three of them kind of drift off into a corner of this little tiny clearing, um, with occasionally pausing and looking into the jungle, unless they are engaged or interrupted by any of you. So what are you doing?
If I take a nap, can I regain my system strain
No,
from all that running?
that's going to take an entire day.
I'm back.
All right. Well, I take a
About-
nap anyway because
we
I
took
just did all
system-
that running.
Okay,
We took system strain, right? Was
You
it just
did.
one?
it was just one, yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, actually, you two took another for the anti-allergen.
Okay.
Okay. I
Put that.
Well, Jai is going to just, I guess, watch those three and see if, and like, sort of try to listen in if they have any conversation amongst themselves. Like,
Okay.
I imagine I'm not going to be able to speak the language, but maybe I'll be able to get some gist of what's going on based on, I guess, at least some sort of linguistic background that is indicated by some of the personal notes I had.
They actually do not speak.
Okay.
They're just looking at each other.
They got them ghost talk transceivers.
Yep, most likely.
I want those. Aside from their internal gear, they don't really have much. Like, there's not like computers or anything, right? I might have missed something earlier, but
No, you do see cyberware on them. And sorry, I did a terrible job of describing these folks. So let's back up and do that real quick. The four that you're looking at are all shades of bluish skin, and they're all bald. They appear to be completely hairless, except where that would look really weird, like eyelashes. They, for some reason, have eyelashes. They have the capacity for hair, apparently. It's just not growing anywhere else. They all have various degrees of cybernetic enhancement. And you can see that one of them has an arm that is cybernetic. One of them has a plate on her head. And you can hear the very faintest little mechanical or hydraulic sounds in some of their movements.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that have watched any version of Guardians of the Galaxy, you know the blue girl in that?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what the Trin were modeled on.
Gotcha.
Perhaps
Wow,
ironically,
should
one
know
of
their
them is
name.
actually even named Nova.
Is it the angry one?
It is the angry one.
They may all be
Shocking.
the angry one.
Shocking.
I tried real hard to think of a different name to give the angry one, but then I'm like, it's just the perfect name for this character.
Sunburst.
Supernova.
No, she's not Supernova. Just Nova.
Pulsar.
Supernova is her advanced form.
Right.
Super Saiyan
Nebula.
Nova.
That was the name.
If you guys don't have conversation between yourselves, after a while, Cyro will look over at you guys and say in a little bit broken spacer, looking at Zoe and Nemesis, you two are very lucky. And then she looks at the rest of you, and you are lucky also.
You'll have to explain why.
Although the killer creatures out there.
The allergen that has infected your sleeping one and the pretty one are very dangerous. If they had died from them, it would infect your entire ship. I assume you would be on your ship by then.
Interesting. So
So
some
it's like-
sort of spore, then?
It's a very aggressive allergen.
Yes. Once it has taken over internals and managed to reproduce in the body, it reproduces very aggressively.
Interesting.
We call it corpse gourd here. She mimics something kind of ballooning. She says, the body expands and skin becomes hardened and brittle. Very high pressure inside. You touch
Okay,
it
yeah.
and pop.
Hey, Dex? Is that a plausible explanation for what happened to the one other Trin there?
That one, no. That one was definitely eaten.
Okay.
Like stinkhorns.
I'm just, like, plausible as a cause of death prior to being eaten.
Not the way that that he's describing it.
Okay.
There would be much more distension on the skin, and what little skin you did see, the lower legs, did not appear to be any more than regular deterioration.
Okay.
Stinkhorns,
Even so, I'll instruct, I guess, both Walter and the crew up there to disinfect the outer surfaces of things. I don't really expect there to be much concern there, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Okay.
Make sure you wear masks, stay 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, stinkhorns might be pretty close. I'll have to look at them a little bit more later. Cyro has nothing else to say after that, except kind of a scathing. Be more prepared on hostile planets. Rolls his eyes
Literally sleeping
and goes back to
in the
looking
middle
at
of
the
this.
other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just ask not to be on the away team anymore.
I don't think you'll get that choice.
Yeah, you're not getting that choice. Sorry.
After some time, you hear two people coming back through the brush. Normal wildlife sounds around the jungle have come back in. There were some howls, wolf-like howls, off in the distance, in the direction that you came from. And Polaris comes back with another Trin. Looks a little bit older, this one. She looks at all 5 of you. She looks at you guys.
Mhm.
And looks at Galaxus and looks back at you. So Galaxus tells me that you might want to trade information or service for information or service.
Well, that's a interesting way of putting it.
Yeah, she wakes up as soon as she hears the word trade.
Yep.
I'm glad that we're both clear on what my character is interested in.
We have information that you want, information about the QED, what it does, and how it may have affected you. Although I really doubt that. And you have something that is desirable to us.
I'd be interested in knowing what that is.
In due time. First, why do you think that you have been affected by what is known as a QED?
Well,
Time to pull out the PowerPoint presentation.
yes, absolutely. Well, there's nowhere to really hook that up, but I guess I'll go ahead and go through the symptoms. Complete loss of autobiographical memory prior to our awakening several months ago. Retention of some, but not all, fine motor skills, and other, rote forms of memory.
Perhaps you do know
Lack
what you're
of
talking about.
lack of indicators of psionic tampering, or other physical damage to the neurological systems. Everything's intact, but there's nothing there to retrieve.
She crosses her arms. Most people come here for malicious treasures. Maltech, as the galaxy at large, or sector at large, would call it. You want something that we don't have. The QED that has taken your memories can't possibly be on Trinita Shade.
We're aware of that. But we're wondering if you know where it might be.
Or if any way to track it.
Wherever somebody put it. It is simply a small device. No larger than a standard thumb drive.
Well,
Makes it hard to find.
Great. Yeah, I'm. Well, if this was our only lead, I don't know how to track this thing.
I would have figured this thing would have been like a whole room or something, you know?
Thanks, Sue. We spent a month on your. We spent ages on your frickin' planet, and you told us to go over here.
at least now we know what we're looking for, but it's gonna be like finding a needle in a stack of needles.
Needle in a stack of
galaxy.
The size of a galaxy, yes.
Yeah.
She kind of smirks a little bit and says, I could help you try and find this. If you would only take me along with you. Take me from this planet.
An interesting proposal. What's your lead skill?
Perfect.
Oh, Jesus, that one got me. Oh, man. I should have expected it, but I did not. Oh, God.
Unfortunately, there's an interruption from Nova. She stamps her feet, or stamps a foot, and looks at Galaxis, and then looks at Ceres.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
I'm glad.
Leadership 101.
Delegate.
Ceres tilts her head and... That's fine. Not me. Nova will go with you.
Well, she's probably got lower lead. That's unfortunate.
Oh, she definitely has lower lead. She is an angry ball of angry.
Maybe they have really good lead skill and just very bad charisma.
Still not helpful. Okay, may I ask why?
We've been trapped on this planet for 8 years, slowly dying. As you can see, our tools that we were left with are not as the stories that they tell of us would suggest. Someone, getting anyone off this planet, can bring back information of potential allies out in the world. Nova here has no other suitable skills for survival on this planet.
Wow,
So
fucking rude.
And so
So-
she is a perfect candidate.
Brings up my question, kind of. Is like is this like a populate? Like how long they've been here for generations, right? At least
No, 8 years.
only 8 years.
Only
Oh,
eight
wait.
years.
Really?
Oh.
Okay. I entirely misunderstood then, because I thought it was a
Fine.
long ass time.
Oh no no!
Yeah.
I think there was still some conflation with what happened at the graveyard. No, these guys were relocated 8 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, that
Perimeter's keeping them here with against their will somehow.
that changes my understanding of the situation a lot.
I apologize.
Thanks. It'd be really weird to grow up here and not have any relevant skills for living.
Yeah.
For surviving.
like, really? Okay.
Were they teaching you your whole life?
It's not that they're not teaching; it's that she's not learning.
No. Ain't that always the case? It's not always the case. But let me confer with my crew. Is there anything actually stopping us from taking more of them?
Yeah, I mean, we have the room. We could just take all of them.
Well, I mean, I don't think we could take all of them. Hold on.
Wouldn't we?
How many of you are there?
I meant all of this group.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was more of them.
How many Trin are on the planet?
I don't trust you enough with that information.
Okay, I'm just going to roll a no check. To know how many Trin were transported here,
Okay.
and then maybe like run the numbers of what I guessed for survival rates and stuff with their absence of tech, a lot of tech.
Now, are you using eclectic memory for this, or is this just trying to know what the population of Trinity Fate was?
I'm just gonna say it's the normal.
Okay. Oops. 1 second. So, what Jai has read about Trinity Fade just in passing, and in his new interest in the Trin before getting here, is that in 3242, which is actually it's a little bit over 8 years ago now, because you guys missed Christmas. It's now in January. You spent Christmas in Metaspace. How nice. There were
Thanks,
at
Android.
last count over 3 billion people on Trinity Fate.
Okay, yeah, there's no way there's that many left.
No. The over 75% of the population died within the first few days of their catastrophe. Best estimates by scholars who are literally just guessing at variables, because no official numbers are known except for that initial population, is that maybe 11 million made it off of the planet.
See.
And of that, we can transport a maximum of
10.
Okay.
190 technically.
we can just move them 190 at a time to SOS.
Wait,
No, we're not moving them to SOS.
But it's
Yeah.
it's a safe place to keep people. They have to spend 8 sessions there.
Yeah.
They'll literally spend months of real time there at minimum.
Yeah, you're right.
And it'll translate to 3 days of in-game time.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Okay. Let me. Hmm. Man, all right. Sorry, I just blanked there for a moment.
It's okay. I was just bemoaning my timing. This should have been the end of a session, so that you could. Oops.
Figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be
Well-
an exciting in between sessions decision.
Okay, let me. Perhaps first we could start with something simpler. I'm certainly not rejecting the idea. Tell us, I suppose, for my own curiosity, if you would, what happened on Trinidad Fade?
Perimeter
very
destroyed
scarce,
our
right?
atmosphere.
I didn't catch that.
This is Galaxis speaking now. The perimeter destroyed our atmosphere. They attacked us unexpectedly.
Okay.
Oh, Perimeter's kind of like a really big vigilante gang.
Are you saying that in character or out of character?
Saying it kind of in character.
No.
Oh.
Perimeter is a overreaching, pig-headed, stubborn agency, afraid of progress.
Aren't
Anything
they
they
all?
don't understand, they
I think
destroy.
they're vigilantes.
Yeah, Jai
Arguably.
sympathizes. I think Jai sympathizes with this.
I'm sure he does.
Doesn't have to have a good deal with, or doesn't have any issues with scientific progress, usually. Unless it's Jai attempting to progress science on the ship.
Look, it's for the good of humanity. All right.
Series adds to that, kind of talking up now, like selling the Trin essentially. She starts talking about some of the marvelous technological breakthroughs that the Trin had achieved and that the sector has benefited from. And she looks at the android like that. You would still be looking at a robot with a mixer bowl for a head, were it not for the ironically named Trineural Network.
I'm sorry, Urinal Network?
Trineural.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Trin and neural mixed together.
Yes.
Is it? Oh, it's Trin and Neural, not Tri and Neural.
It's
Yeah.
both.
Okay.
It's a bad pun. They're always bad puns.
Okay.
Why are they afraid of the trees listening?
That in character?
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused because you said, why are they afraid? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Why are you afraid of the trees listening?
Perimeter did not leave us here unsupervised. Or unmonitored.
Interesting.
Should Perimeter think that you are here recovering Meltech or taking any Trin from the planet, you will be attacked and destroyed.
I assure you, I'm not concerned.
You must have a very strong ship in orbit then.
Oh no, it's just I'm pretty sure they'd want to kill me anyway. This doesn't really change my calculation that much.
That is promising.
Uh,
I want to ask him about human-machine interfaces.
do it.
No, go ahead.
You know, I was like, talking about progress. You know, it's like that's definitely technology that I'd be interested in.
Cybernetics in your brain? Is that what you're asking about?
Well, if they, let me talk a little more closely with the computers, yeah.
We all have it.
Oh, so that's like basic for y'all.
Yes, well, with the correct tools, yes.
But you don't
Maintenance has
have
been-
those here.
Maintenance has been more difficult.
How many of your scientists and engineers are left?
I'm sorry, again. I don't feel we've reached that point of trust yet.
Understandable. Still, as a scientist myself, I'll admit a lot of curiosity.
Perhaps
so-
you do this for us, and in the future, if you return and have not been destroyed by Perimeter, maybe more open.
Just to make sure that I understand the full details of this deal, where would we be taking Nova? Was it
Everywhere. Just
everywhere?
put her on the ship, make sure she stays alive, and can eventually report back with what she has learned of the sector and what has happened in the last 8 years.
I mean, do you have a storage device? We could just beam you over the news. We can't do that, right, Dex?
I mean, if we come into the system, but they'd need something to pick it up with.
I mean, I have a comm pad I'm not using for anything.
I think I was unclear. We don't simply need to know what is out there, but what is available going forward.
You wanted allies, you mentioned.
Yes.
And their technological expertise would be valuable to someone, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but out of character, maybe somebody more charismatic might do the trick.
Yeah.
I'm not super
Where-
charismatic, but I have a talk of zero.
All right.
I mean, from them, not from us.
Oh.
I believe. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're talking about them provide us someone charismatic to plead their case to
Yeah.
get out.
I believe we can come to an arrangement. But and we'd be happy to take Miss Nova with
Perhaps
us.
a little more dramatic.
But are you sure you don't want to send any other parties, an ambassador of sorts?
Perhaps in time. You are untested and Nova is expendable.
Oh, that's harsh.
Great.
So rough.
I'm actually going to take a look at Nova and see how she reacts to this.
She has kept her eyes neutral, aimed down, kind of angry, subservient. She's not
Well-
looking up. She's not talking back.
Basically, she
She
can't deny
keeps her. Yeah, I mean, she keeps her cool while people insult her to her face. So that's not.
That's a good sign
That's discipline.
Yeah.
for now.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. There's probably gonna be a lot of that going on, so it's good that
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
skilled
yeah.
in this area.
All right. Then, in that case, Miss Nova, I have a
What?
question for you.
She looks up. Yes.
Have you any experience serving on the crew of a ship?
I was 15 when they destroyed my planet. What do you think?
Oof, well, there was hope.
I think you'll learn.
She is chastised with a glance from Galaxis. She casts her eyes down again and looks back up at Jai. Shakes her head. No, I don't.
I think you'll learn.
I'll learn very fast.
All right. In that case, I guess I'll offer her a hand. Say, I'm Jai Rao, captain of the starship Raza.
I guess the question: what is Nova's skill set? I don't really ask that other
She's
than not
real-
survival. But that could apply to me too.
Real
Yeah.
good with a bow.
She one part of her skill set that you see is she reacts fairly quickly to the extension of Jai's hand. Very quickly moving into a non-obvious but strong combat stance. And then
Seems like a useful skill set for this.
I mean, yeah, she's like a less paranoid Walter. It's perfect.
Yeah, except for everywhere that we let her out of.
Oh yeah,
if we
I
ever
mean,
let
she's,
her out of the ship.
I
she's a
mean, yeah,
target.
she's blue. That is a problem.
But not for long, yeah? You can fix that.
Yeah, I could. I don't think that she'd agree to that, but we can try. We'll figure something out.
and after that reaction, she relaxes and does extend her hand.
All right. I expect you to obey orders for the duration of your mission. We understood?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh, don't call him sir. That just makes his head bigger.
Visibly
Yeah,
afraid.
Jai is expressionless at this.
Nova looks over at Zoe and then back over at Jai.
I when she looks at me, I wink at her.
Yeah, Jai's just got this. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
That would be Zoe, our engineer.
Finger guns.
Yeah,
I don't say the word finger guns. I just do finger guns.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Terrific.
And what will you be having me do on this? She's interrupted by Sirius, saying, "What you do is not your concern. You do whatever they tell you." And Nova shuts up.
Perfect. I'm going to run so many genetic tests. I don't say that, but I'm going to do that.
You all know you're thinking it.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to take this angry robot under my wing. Ugh. I don't want to be the mama hen.
Well, Captain Mom is gone.
Did you just break up right there, or have I lost everyone? Uh-oh, can anybody hear me? This is tragic. I'm just gonna assume no.
Dex?
Yeah. Good old Discord.
There we go.
So all I heard was Captain Mom is gone.
She abandoned
Summed it up, yeah.
And now we are the only ones left, and none of us has any good parenting skills.
I mean, obviously. The
I
examples
think-
we have to go from are.
I think android's probably got some parenting skills. I mean,
Uh-huh.
she's the closest, at least.
No one else in the party believes you. So,
Alright, that's fair. Ceres says, it's settled then. I'll tell you what we can of this device that you seek and offer you some. They're very,
I mean-
this is not the kind of technology that people come seeking here.
Is there any? So if we do find it, is there any way to put them back in our heads? Like, do we need a thing for that?
Yes, it's actually quite a simple process. Dangerous for you lesser minds.
we'll see.
It's simple.
As soon as she says lesser minds, I look over at Jai and then look back at her.
his eyebrow twitches a little bit.
like, you just gonna take that, Jai? She just called you a lesser mind. You gonna take that?
I suspect I'll be fine.
You may want to have your android dig into them first.
I suspect I will be fine. But why is that?
The stress and trauma of life and memory can kill you. She goes into a little bit more detail with a little bit less haughtiness as she gets more scientific on it. And what you basically come to understand is that the device that has these memories can be viewed by anyone. The memories upon it can be viewed by anyone. Viewing these memories does cause strain on the system. Specifically causes system strain. And viewing. Hang on, let me pull up my actual notes on this. Oops, instead of trying to go straight from memory. And when I say notes, I really don't mean notes. I mean pages, of course. If that was the wrong one, hang on. There it is. Quantum entanglement device. The full name of the QED is the quantum entanglement device. She does clarify quite haughtily that it has nothing to do with actual quantum physics. It's just a convenient term to explain that the memories are both in your brain and not in your brain through the storage on this device.
Okay, that's actually an interesting point. So our memories are still present, I suppose.
They're still present in the same way that yes, in a sense, but inaccessible.
So what would happen if somebody destroyed the storage thing? Would they snap back to us?
Nope, they are just gone.
Damn it!
Oh well.
Damn it!
Well, there was my idea. I was going to just destroy every single planet.
Look, I was right there with you. I mean, what do we need all these planets for?
It would
Right.
be ironic if you find out that chip is taped to the hull of the Rasa somewhere.
Yeah, that would. Well, I mean, once we destroy everything else, once we eliminate all other possibilities, whatever remains.
You know what? Just to be safe, throw the Rasa into a black hole, and then you'll be certain that you've destroyed whatever's on it as well.
Well, that's perfect because we're going to go to that black hole.
So the QED is a fairly simple device. Well, simple according to her. That once activated, just starts stripping those experienced memories, exactly as Jai described it. Rote and muscle memories are kind of bypassed or held in different parts of the brain than what this collects. And it continues stripping memories in a more or less chronological fashion for as long as it runs. Most of the time
Starting at which end?
at the most recent.
Gotcha.
So if a QED was run for only a few minutes, and I actually have a formula for this, then only a certain small span of time back would be taken. Let's see if I wrote.
But we've got everything gone.
What
Yes.
do people use the device for? Is it just to gain access to those memories, or like why would it be made?
Well, she says it was actually developed as a psychology aid. People that experience a traumatic event can, without any severe side effects, as you guys have experienced, just have that stripped from their memory. She is obviously glossing over the fact that one of those side effects is, hey, you've forgotten everything else up to that point, or after that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jai personally doubts that that's actually was developed as a well. I'm pretty. That seems like more like a weapon development thing, but all right, sure, we'll go with that.
Well, that's what the lesser mind would say.
Yeah, okay.
She says that even someone who's experienced that traumatic event wants his memories back, and they can use the device to try and work through those events in a more intuitive manner. And she says it is also really good for interrogating people.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The android actually would inquire if that could affect an android's neural network.
Yes, your trineural network was developed to be as near to human brain setup as possible, given artificial construction. It was no surprise to discover that the QED affects androids just as it does humans. Uh-oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Don't go silent on me!
This does still leave the problem of we have no leads to track this.
Sirius kind of rolls her eyes just a little bit. When you start with, who would want your memories?
Oh,
Or
God,
Captain Mom.
What?
Captain Mom.
You think Captain Mom stole our memories?
Yep.
your mom is the captain?
No, it's a long story. Well, actually, no, it's not a long story. She just calls our former captain Mom.
She was matronly.
Okay.
And then I do like one of those stage whispers, but pretty hot.
Okay.
Some more exposition on the QED. Viewing is more dangerous for yourself, unless you're ready to recover your own memories. The individual whose memories were taken, or whose memories are stored on the QED, has a natural link to it, and just viewing your own memories can tend to suck you in, for lack of a better word. If you do not recover your memories intentionally, if they come back to you in a flood while you're just trying to view them, it gets very messy, and Sirius says you'll probably die.
Not in your memories.
She actually describes it more like those experienced memories of however many years you've lost come all flooding back in kind of highlights, extreme highlights. So the more traumatic events that have occurred take a more forefront place in your new memories. Basically what you said, drowning in memories, and those memories being a vivid sea with the more powerful memories being a vivid sea.
Okay, and we've killed a lot of people, haven't we? At least ostensibly.
Yes, you've been accused of killing a lot of people.
Great. So that might be a problem.
The other thing that she cautions you about is that if you're viewing somebody else's memories, the more dissonant your brain from that other person, the more more dangerous it is. So try and match females with females, like age ranges with like age ranges, similar personality or basically same gender, no major evolutionary genetic differences. So, for example, the Trin, near in age, and causes greater strain if there are any dissimilarities. With the
Right. So
exception
if we get the memories of any evil scientists, we want Jai to really get into those.
Yes.
Or you need to find an evil scientist to read Jai's memories.
Or
Yeah, exactly.
what about cloning? Could one theoretically, say, create a clone and upload these memories into said clone?
If you
That
have
doesn't sound moral.
if you have the technology for a clone, then you're
Yes, basically.
yeah. They seem skeptical of the concept of proper and complete cloning.
No.
Yeah, if you want to wait 17 years for it to, reach the age of your memories or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't undersell Jai. I've got me an idea.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
And of course,
Look,
Sirius makes a point that Trin don't suffer this kind of danger. Their brains are more advanced and complex.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, no. Jai, based on what Jai knows, that might well be true. It's an interesting idea.
She almost seems sadistically giddy to say, Nova will be able to view all of your memories. It may hurt some, but she'll survive.
Sure, there's a brain in a tank. In Troy's lab.
You just throw them up on like a computer monitor or something.
Are you asking her that?
Yeah.
Computers are not yet complex enough to visualize or read the memories from a brain.
Now, I actually, again, for my curiosity, if one were to, say, use one of these devices to strip more or less all the memories from one individual and then upload a different individual's memories, what sort of result would we be looking at?
So you're asking them this also?
Yes.
They say that that's not possible. The wrong memories cannot be recovered, per se.
Even by an individual capable of reading them?
Even by an individual capable of reading them.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Or well. No, that's fortunate.
Sirius shakes her heads. We've tried.
Yeah. Well, it's best to have the notes.
You're welcome to reproduce the experiment. Just be sure you have a lot of disposable persons.
I'll keep it in mind. Jai's just taking notes.
Yeah, the Trin were the worst peoples for Jai to interact with.
Yeah.
You all.
Notes on brain machine interfaces.
I'm sorry.
Get their notes on brain machine interfaces.
You all get the sense that maybe the perimeter, if their goal was to prevent the worst advances in technology or at the worst costs, were acting perfectly in accordance with their goals. There doesn't seem to these Trin are basically acting like Jai.
Yeah, the perimeter are a bunch of fascists. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Trin, and even as an individually, you're seeing it with Nova here, appear more accepting of personal sacrifice or sacrificing someone else for the advancement of the whole.
Some of you
Is
may
that really
die.
is
but
that
that
really
is a
different from the
sacrifice.
corporations though?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is that really that different from the corporations?
Oh no, it's not that different from the corporations. The corporations are just more subtle about it.
I mean, I suppose they're honest about it.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, at least the Trins are, well, advanced human beings. What's your excuse?
Jai is possibly also an advanced human being, just less so.
Yeah, fair enough.
He just got there the natural way.
Well, no, probably not.
Hey, Jai is a self-made man.
Nice.
That's good. Okay. Well,
Damn, but I wouldn't love to trade notes.
If that's what you want to trade with them on particular subjects, they're willing to trade information for this service.
Actually, yeah, Jai would be more than happy to trade notes on genetic and cybernetic engineering.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
not gonna take any stuff out of here except for the knowledge and how to make that stuff.
Well, isn't that the most important part?
I mean, didn't we also already take stuff out of here?
I mean, yeah, we did take a monkey velociraptor. Also, bits.
Yeah, I'm talking about the bits.
That's fine. They did
A
order
monkey raptor.
Well, what if we apply the bits to the monkey raptor?
A superior
bits.
being.
Give us the bits. Give us the bits.
The bits.
The bits.
Yeah, Jai is more than happy to trade scientific data.
Okay. So cybernetics. What else
And
is he like?
genetic engineering. Genetic engineering, certainly.
Okay.
The Android would actually like to know more about the Trin neural networks.
Absolutely. We'll certainly add that in. And then, yeah.
Okay. Siri says that this amount of deep and advanced knowledge is something that is more valuable or is made more valuable by the sector's general loss of this kind of information, and so she wants something more than you just taking Nova with you.
We have Nemesis. You can have her.
No. Tell you what,
Did
maybe
I
you
say
can
that in
take care of
character?
Zoe too.
No, that was out of character.
Aww, okay.
Zoe's worth some money.
Well, actually, then
and she has
again,
connections.
what would you like? I mean,
We can trade the Walter bike. Not the Walter bike, the Charlie bike.
Charlie.
Also Walter.
We cannot trade the Charlie.
That being said,
Uh-uh.
we could give you some supplies. But if there's something
Spare
else you
parts.
want, we might be able to work something out.
We can give you this string of beads for all of Massachusetts. Oh, wait.
God. Let's not start there.
I mean,
I guess really any material, like significant material A, if the perimeter are keeping tabs on them, that might not be terribly useful to them.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
And
they
that's- and that's
declined the
to
offers
avoid-
of large amounts of supplies for that very reason.
Yeah. So what would you like? You
Well,
want Nemesis?
Sirius and Galaxis both look at the mentioned human. Sirius shakes her head. No.
That's probably for the
I
best.
don't know how to feel about
Rough
that
going,
now.
bud.
She's the only one. She's the only one who is any good at Delta Rain, and I was going to say scanning, but that's not actually true.
As is evidenced by the toxins.
Like to see you do better.
Well, I couldn't do any worse.
I'll leave Nova with instructions and a location. Clear out the vault that Nova can lead you to on Trinitafade, and bring back its contents.
This is starting to sound sort of like an RPG thing.
I was gonna say we were told to go to Trinitafade, so that lines up.
Okay. Do we have I suppose, the right to examine these contents?
I'll not be able to stop you, will I?
No, you weren't going to be able to. I was going to do it
But-
anyway. You're right.
But you could tell Nova too.
I doubt she would be able to stop you either.
All right. Yeah. I
That sounds like permission to me.
yeah. I agree. Okay, we can work with this.
She says this aloud more for your benefit than for Nova's. Galaxis will transfer the information to her. And Nova kind of frowns a little bit and then looks at Galaxis, and they lock eyes for a few moments.
so
They
far.
have Wi-Fi.
Better than that,
Yes.
they've got optic.
Aha! There we go.
It's become fairly evident to the more technologically knowledgeable of the crew, including Nemesis there with her program, that they are communicating by cybernetic enhancements in their eyes. They're clearly using light to transfer information back and forth.
So
Very.
they're even avoiding radio signals.
They're avoiding radio signals, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to. Jai is 100% considering upgrading everyone.
Well, see, I mean, on the problem with using lasers is that requires a line of sight.
It
That's
does.
true.
Mhm.
That and
That's a pretty
infrared,
big. But if
everybody
they're-
can see what you're doing.
But
But in their situation, it makes sense that they want to avoid radio signals.
now here's a consideration though. They're using light-based transmission, but if we could use a similar system to engage in metaspace-based transmission, consider
Having
consider
seen
the
what
possibilities.
having seen what Metaspace could do, I don't know if I want that in my head. Again, I suppose I think
well-
what lasers could do too.
You should have read the contract, Nemesis. The fine print. It's right here on page 3. It says right
Nobody
here,
thinks that you can enforce it.
and it says it's right here, and it says Jai can do what he wants.
The android just thinks, what the hell are they talking about? It's so easy to do.
Exactly. But no, where were we? I believe we were committing crimes against nature. Probably.
Yeah, pretty much. They're basically asking you to bring them something that is at a specific vault location, They clearly know where that is and what's in it, and the contents of it are probably really bad.
It's fine.
If they're willing to risk perimeter intercepting and finding out what they're doing.
That's fine. Really bad means really interesting.
And, I mean, really bad is all good. It's really, I mean, there's all sorts of shades of really bad, you know? There's like, oh, this is a disease to wipe out a specific race, like bad. Or, there's like, yeah, this lets you view people's personal memories. Or like
Well-
invasion of privacy, you know?
I mean, of all the different shades, it's a Trinita shade kind of bad, so there you go.
It's
the
perfect.
shade.
Well,
Yeah, Trinita shade kind of bad.
let's see. Is there anything else we want from? Is there anything else we want from them?
Can they upgrade Walter?
I can do that myself.
I think the problem is they don't have the facilities. I don't think Jai has the facilities right now either.
Yes, but that means we could leave him for a couple of weeks with them.
That's true. Nah,
But they
we'll
have the facilities, right? Do they have the facilities to do
No.
cyber mutations currently? I think they're
fine.
I mean, they're living on like a TL0 planet right now.
yeah. We'll deal with them somehow. He can stay and on the ship and do Walter things.
Okay. So right now you're just trading them a passenger and a fetch quest for
Yeah.
knowledge of receiving from them knowledge of advanced cybernetics, their genetic kind of science, and information on trineural networks.
Yep. Actually, yeah. Well, since we're on the topic, it's not really a major thing, but are there any other, I guess, vaults you wouldn't mind us looking through for interesting tech bits? I don't.
If you can find them.
Right. Yeah. I meant more. Are there? Do you have locations? But
yeah. I mean, you point us out to some. I mean, you're not
Yeah.
you're not back, right?
Do you mind if we rob the remnants of your culture? No?
yeah.
Fine.
Well,
Right.
no. I feel. I
They-
feel like they're a practical people.
they're
Look,
very pragmatic.
The stuff in this vault belongs in an incinerator. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yes. I mean, it
A
probably does.
museum
but-
orator.
Yeah, exactly. A museum orator.
No, Zoe. Knowledge belongs to everyone.
Uh huh.
Says the man who keeps secrets. Nice.
Hey. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
They're not willing to reveal any other vault locations.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not with what's currently on the table.
Hecka lame.
Sorry, I'm really good with those sensors.
That's perfectly fine. We can work with what we've got so far.
Okay.
Well, that went well. Let's come back in 3 days to pick up Zoe.
What?
Wait.
Loot boxes. 3 days.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They suggest that whenever you return, that you just stay at your ship. Someone will find them. It reduces the risk to you from the environment and from the Tyrannocorn. And let's makes sure that as long as you stay silent, that Perimeter has no idea that you've been interacting with them. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wasn't sure if you were finished.
Yes.
Very well. Very well. In that case,
I think we might be done here for the time being. We'll be back shortly with your... well, whatever it is in your vault.
You will also find some QEDs and some permanent cosmetics in that same vault. Those are yours.
Ooh, cosmetics.
Yeah,
I'm
permanent
sure.
cosmetics.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to inject all of those into Walter.
Make him beautiful.
At the same time, just see what happens.
And the next time Jai sleeps, Zoe sneaks in with those permanent cosmetics and paints some dicks on his face.
Yeah, that sounds right, too. That's fine.
You may roll your special no skill on that. I hate prompting that, but there is some information on that Jai might know.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
Cosmetics.
Yeah,
I was honestly trying to think of something to roll it on before the end of the session anyway.
I figured you would. Yeah, they're actually pre-tech cosmetics, but better, and well, the cosmetic part of it's permanent, hence the name.
Yep.
Permanent cosmetics.
This is for a host of cosmetic hygiene and health purposes. They are trivial, but basically it's a heal kit.
Yeah, permanent cosmetics actually increase your max hit points by the same amount they heal.
Oh.
Up to the maximum
Permanently.
possible that the character could have rolled.
Oh, all right. That's still very
yeah.
interesting. That is very interesting.
That'll be very genetically interesting if Jai wants to take them apart and to ruin one dose of it.
I mean, he's going to.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. He has different concerns than what anyone sane would have.
And then he'll make 50 of them and
Right.
sell them for a fortune.
Well, no, he's just going to genetically engineer an army.
All of that will end up going to Zoe.
Yeah, the money goes to Zoe, but the experiences go to Jai.
Priceless experiences.
Mm-hmm.
No, they have a price.
Yeah.
A price that is paid in blood. All right, let's get the hell off this planet. Unless you want to hunt more Velociraptor monkeys.
I thought we wanted enough to use them for stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Seems like there's more dangerous stuff out there that maybe we shouldn't tempt it.
You're right. We should go for catching the more dangerous stuff instead.
Wait,
Collect a
no.
menagerie.
Nemesis has got a good point here.
Hey, no.
Backpedal.
Think we could use her as bait.
I will be honest. I was going to force a combat on you. Like, I know that all throughout I've said I will not force combat except for when you guys do dumb things. So I was going to force a combat because you did dumb things. But
that's fine.
with Vision being out, I didn't feel right with him being the most combat capable character, and
Combat.
I feel
that we've
like being
ever had.
Missing combat.
yeah.
Oh, you should have seen those all combat all session.
Nick, Android is combat capable, but she is not full warrior, and she is not nearly as skilled at range.
She could go fist fight the Pteranodons or whatever they are.
Throw trees at them.
Tyrannosaurn.
Sure.
Like a unicorn, but with a Tyrannosaurus Rex instead.
I feel very confident. I have a Hydra battery.
We could... Man, I want to catch some Tyrannicorns. That sounds perfect. Then we can ride them into battle.
Maybe we should ask the Trent what the names are for the creatures here. and maybe like a little picture. They have like a little bestiary that we could borrow.
Yes. Would they be willing to train any tamed tyrannicorns? Is that a thing?
That's not what I asked at all.
Is that a thing they have? Do you have any tamed horrible native beasts
Well,
that we could possibly genetically engineer into superior and increasingly deadly forms?
is this in character?
Yes.
Okay. They reveal to you that the entire biosphere of this planet hates everything. They have tried domesticating some of the less dangerous animals, and that domestication wears off very quickly. They started considering actual augmentation or basically mind control through implants, but of course, lack of facilities scuttled that.
I guess we could try genetically engineering them, but engineering to make them more domestically viable might remove some of their more valuable traits.
Yes, series
As-
expresses that exact same concern.
I mean, it works for cats.
Domestication that decays. That's the Rimbold planet, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
playing Rimbold here.
Well, I'll tell you the name of some of the creatures. The thing that you sent up to your ship is called Horclaw.
So it's
It
Uh,
only claws whores.
so named for the horrific claw on each of its hands.
To be confused with the Horcrux.
Not to be confused with the Horcrux.
yeah. We should probably just have them kill it. That's
There is a cross between a jellyfish and a spider that lurks in swampy or even clear waters.
That's great.
And
It's not run across it in the clear water.
it because of the fur on its top side, it just looks like a mossy rock that you could bounce across a small stream. And of course, because it's a jellyfish, you just land on it, and its legs whip up and inject you with a venom that causes seizures and muscle spasms. And because you're usually in the water at that point, you just start drowning. Another creature that merits mention is a spearfisher, which is a worm that can reach up to 60 meters in length. Has a odd skeletal structure, especially at its beak.
Wait, did you say 60 meters?
I did. I said 60
Great.
meters.
It's fucking Shai Halud. That's great. Except murderier.
Murderier, yes.
Judging by the name, I imagine it skewers you.
Its body is a series of complex system of valves and biological hydraulics arranged in a long digestive tube, and its beak is a hollow lattice of hardened scales shaped like caltrops. It can spear very, very rapidly, and when it spears you, all those little caltrops break off inside of you. It's left without a beak until it regrows it, but you pretty much die.
Well, I'm sure Jai finds this absolutely fascinating. On an out-of-character personal level, I find this horrifying and don't want to deal with it.
I won't go on. It's something that
Recommending that we leave the planet.
Basically, this planet is a hell planet.
it is. It was designed as it has a tag hostile biosphere. Everything is trying to kill you.
Great.
It's Australia.
It's almost like they were left here on purpose. So it's like Perimeter's like, oh, we didn't do genocide. We just, abandoned them on a hell, hostile planet.
Yeah.
I mean, what better place to dump a bunch of criminals?
Yeah, that's Australia, all right.
Oh, you're right. It is Australia.
Yep. I won't continue with the listing, but I'll say that I was already planning on kind of posting it to the Stars Without Number Discord, just as a hey guys, have some creatures, and I'll throw it up in ours as well.
Fun
Just so you
world
can
building.
kind of.
But can we make them worse? thinks Jai.
Always make them worse.
Sure. 2 beaks.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they're already worse.
First thing you do to make them worse is work on improving their intelligence. That pretty much makes everything worse.
You're right.
Yep.
So shit, this horrifying monstrosity, but intelligent.
Yeah. All right. On a practical level, let's just kill the terrifying chicken and then not deal with it anymore.
It's almost like I've been saying that this whole freaking. All right.
Hey,
I'm not mad.
look, if
We don't even
you-
have to kill it.
sound
All we have to
mad.
do is
Zoe-
let it go on the planet.
Zoe, if you harassed Jai less, he wouldn't actually listen to you more, but you could imagine he might.
I mean, you might as well kill it. Didn't we like severely injure it? I mean,
Yeah.
really,
No,
all we
that's
did was
fine now.
stabilize it. We didn't bring it back to healthy condition.
All right.
Well-
Jai's going to just text them and say, "Go ahead and kill that thing with like a stick."
No,
Don't
space it. Just
well-
space it, because you don't want it to die on the ship, because then everybody's gonna get the allergies.
I guess that is a possible risk. I don't think it's infected,
Yeah.
but it might be.
Like,
Yeah,
Or
go
we
ahead.
could keep it and the android just goes and feed it. That way everyone is safe. And we
That is
still have a
true.
nice surprise.
That is true. We could unleash it on anyone unsuspecting. Yeah,
Unleash it on March.
like the ship.
Yeah, let's.
We'll just-
Yeah,
We'll just airdrop it to the courtyard on March.
that is a brilliant idea. Let's get more of them and just drop like a breeding
Oh.
population on March and
Is-
let them.
Is Zoe gonna recommend sending one to her dad as a present, as a birthday present?
Exactly, that specific plan.
How do you feel about that, Zoe?
He would probably have a pretty good time with it. He seems like the type that would be like, "Oh yeah, something to hunt."
I want to wrestle
I mean, we have a nice secure compartment as well, so might as well keep
Yeah.
We get
All right,
torn
never
limb
mind.
from limb from like 40 of them.
Android is absolutely correct. Let's keep it.
You have a brig that is force field walls.
We also have a nice secret compartment, so anyone who actually tries to discover our secrets.
You also have
Yeah, but doesn't that secret compartment currently have a large gash in the wall next to it?
no. There's cardboard
should
covering
have-
that. Remember?
Oh, cardboard. That's right. Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's
We're
what
good.
the horror
Completely
claw.
impenetrable cardboard.
They'll never get through it.
Now, to add to the hilarity here, I hope they don't really think of the Horclaw as a particularly dangerous beast.
Well, they aren't.
Not by itself. They say that its greatest threat is when it summons every fucking thing within a kilometer or so.
Yep,
So-
like a Koropeko. Because we're back on Monster Hunter again.
I've never played this game, but that sounds awesome.
Recommend.
It's good.
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
I think Monster Hunter World is very accessible.
Oh yeah, they added a lot of good quality of life features.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't need to like travel from location to location. They're just all loaded at once. It's great.
I tried playing it once on PSP initially, and it's like it was just too difficult to figure out. I could have but it's like I felt like I'd have to actually look up online how to play the game.
It's
But
just a
Monster
game of
Hunter-
research.
Yeah, Monster Hunter World is a lot more easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can still benefit from looking online for tips and tricks, but you can
Yeah.
actually play it without having to do that.
I mean, you should be fine if you fucking research the monster before you go after it.
Well, I mean,
We talking about researching the monster in the game, or
Yeah, in the game.
with
Like
new
they
monsters,
provide you
can't
all the
always-
tools that Google does.
Right. With new monsters, you can't always do that though. Like usually you can track them first, sure, but
anyways.
it's not always possible. Yeah. Anyway, we're way off track. Let's
Sorry.
go back to the ship and show this Nova around, I guess,
Okay.
and then stick the chicken somewhere where it won't kill everyone.
Chicken.
Airlock.
Okay. Well, with negotiations concluded, they do
We
a
could
quick.
just declaw it.
they do a quick check around, listen around, and check amongst each other if any of them have heard anything else, just to make sure it's safe to go back out and travel through. And they determine that it is. Lead you back to your ship. Again, caution you: do not speak a word of this or to any of them until you're back on your own ship in orbit, and tell you to outright ignore any other ship that tries to, well, don't ignore, run from any ship that tries to contact you upon reaching your ship.
By the way, do they caution against radio signals and everything as well?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Take you back to your ship and wave you off, and then they quietly fade back into the jungle, minus Nova.
All right.
You guys lift off easy enough, make it back to your ship. Don't even need to go into any detail about that unless you guys have any conversation that you want to have in that trip up.
This is going to be real sad when we sacrifice Nova for the Soul Stone.
Yeah. Well, them's what it is.
You make it back to your
Alright.
ship and dock the Marauder in your fighter bay.
Can
So
I ask Nova if she's good at anything other than fighting?
You can, and that will require the GM to look back in notes.
So Nova, just a heads up, Walter will follow you around for a while. I'm not going to order him to do it, he's just going to do it.
Should I stab him?
Nah, best not.
Oh, does Nova just speak Spacer, or?
She does.
Oh, okay, good. So I can't understand Nova.
Oh, well, nobody has tried speaking anything else to her.
Did Walter properly
I-
hide the bits?
I've spoken British English at her,
Oh, yeah.
and then if she replies in Spacer English, then I'll just look blankly.
I told her to stick him in the somewhere with the blah cargo thing.
Let me take a look at something else here. Sorry. Cosmetics.
Thought I did.
Languages. Oh, of course, I wrote 4 languages unknown on shouldn't fade. Not very helpful to myself, that was.
The DM note should definitely include things like unknown.
Yeah, why not? Who cares, right?
Nobody knows, not even the
Well,
DM.
Random table.
Alright. I can't remember if I ever specified Nova as speaking anything other than Spacer, but there's every reason for her to speak multiple languages. So, let me...
Does she speak Velocimonkey?
She does not speak Velocimonkey. However, what is that?
But does she have the temperament of a Velocimonkey?
She's slightly more disciplined. Honestly, rolling randomly
but
was a
only
bad
slightly.
idea. Those don't even make sense. I rolled
Yeah.
Germanic and Islandese, which... While I know that one of the characters does speak Islandese, it just does not make sense.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give her just the traditional Shawu Chinese and British English. So she does respond to Nemesis in British English.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
And the question that Nemesis asked, which made me look all that up,
Yeah.
is does she have any other skills? And for that, I need to go back to previous notes. She says no, she is the weakest of her peers, and that's why they sent her.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic.
She
Well-
says that angrily.
Fine, we'll fix that. I could use an assistant anyway. It's not like anyone else here is any better.
She does have quite a significant amount of cybernetics. Her left hand is cybernetic. Her entire right arm is cybernetic. She clearly has cybernetic arms, and she probably has some internal cybernetics.
Mm-hmm.
And scrap her for parts.
Tempting, but no, but it's not at the moment.
I'd be a little worried of, I don't know, pissing her off further.
You could always ask her if she wants to play Delta Rain.
Maybe.
Poker. Does she have
What if
any
he
money?
turns out to be significantly better at it than you?
Well, that means I need more cybernetics.
What was that you were saying, Xander?
I was saying, does she have any money? Because if she's gonna show up to Dragon Space Poker, Space Dragon Poker? I think it was Space Dragon Poker.
There's both.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there's
but
all
the one
seven.
we play.
Play both.
not until you give her the first paycheck.
Oh, you guys are even gonna pay her? Wow.
Well,
That was not part of the deal.
Look, no,
Okay, now slavery is wrong.
no, Jai.
No,
Jai
we're
is,
being. She's being paid in the knowledge that we're giving her free.
Unpaid
Travel
internships
around
are
the-
wrong.
No. Jai is morally opposed to unpaid assistantships.
I don't give a shit what he's morally opposed to. We made a deal.
Well, that's no reason to be uncivilized.
You can pay her from your share.
Bam, solved.
I'll just pay her from. I'll
Your
pay
share.
her. I'll pay her from the officers' shares. Sure,
From your share.
from the officers' shares. I'm still the
Yeah.
captain. I make the.
Is any of this in character?
All of it.
I don't need payment.
See?
I have
Bam.
no use for your money.
Well, fine. That's
All right,
your
let's go eat
call.
some. Let's go eat some food. Let's go see what
I do
Ivan's
have
got cooking
need
up.
for food.
Great.
That will be supplied.
Food, water, living, all of that stuff. That's all supplied.
Yeah.
The tension that clearly runs naturally through her seems to be easing a bit as you guys are hitching up the Marauder and talking about payment and food. You've especially caught her interest with these benefits that you take for granted of food, water, and just having this safe, secure place.
Yeah, when we get up into space, she's gonna sleep for a week.
It's
Well,
just-
that's terrific because we're going to be in metaspace for a week.
Until Nova discovers that we actually have a working shower.
I don't know
that
where
does
you
remind me.
wanted to take her on the tour, or if you were just using tour as a shorthand for showing her the few places that she's allowed to go. Are you restricting her movements?
Walter is following her and will probably restrict her from the
More secretive areas.
right.
Can't
Okay.
go in the captain's quarters. Can't go in.
Can't go on the bridge.
Can't go in anybody else's quarters. No bridge.
Well, no
I was
bridge
gonna say
without
she
escort.
literally can't go on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't go in the tube room. The conspiracy room. 'Cause I
Okay.
Yeah, we will describe what's in this conspiracy room because Jai just thinks you're insane, and doesn't really care.
The whole time they're describing this conspiracy room, I'm looking at them like I don't know what they're talking about, and they're the crazy ones.
Awesome.
It's fine. That room doesn't have access controls either, so
It's fine.
Are we
Until
considering
then,
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Charlie. You.
Are we considering Nova basically full crew from this point?
Yes.
This is out of character.
More or less. Like I said, Walter's probably going to be on her tail for a decent while because
Maybe
he's
more of a passenger.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
of a
as
passenger.
opposed to an escorted passenger. Okay.
it's a mix. Jai expects her to still at least try to learn and work,
Yeah.
and I think he's probably going, just because he wants to learn as much as possible about the train and about her cybernetics and stuff. He's probably going to keep her under his wing and try to teach her.
Right
Like-
from wrong.
You think Jai doesn't know anything about that? That's not in his skill set. Or at least not in any human terms. So maybe.
Okay. Because I think I may have the most detailed personal layout of the building.
What building?
The Raza.
Shit.
The Raza.
Oh. Yeah, you probably do at this point.
Maybe
if you-
Jai will learn right and wrong.
I
from
don't
Trim.
think so, but sure.
Oh yeah, Android probably does. You're right. Still,
Aside from literally having the schematics,
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, under the circumstances, Jai's probably going to have her learn a little bit from the other crew members, and otherwise just keep her mostly under his wing for the time being and teach her the medical and scientific stuff.
Okay. And one is added to the crew. I apologize if that was a little bit of a letdown after the build-up from last week. Like I said, I was planning on combat and decided that I did not want to kill you guys all.
At least
It's
not with
fine.
Walter around to witness it.
It's
Yeah.
fine. We probably should have asked what the frick the tire tracks were about.
And who the dead guy was.
Yeah.
Well, hindsight's 2020. We can ask Nova.
Well, we can ask Nova what the tire tracks are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll probably agree with
at the
like-
Ass series.
Yeah, we're-
Before we get to the end of this, I do want to space that Velocimonkey.
Nope.
Android's taken the Velocimonkey under her wing, so
No, we've got 2 apprentices now.
Okay, so what are you actually
Android
doing
Queen.
with the Velocimonkey? If it's not getting spaced and it's not getting killed, where are you keeping it?
in the
Convert one of the empty quarters into a nicely secure quarter, and then it gets fed and watered, and Jai can, well, study it, take samples, whatever.
yeah, Jai's going to take some genetic samples, see what he can do to improve upon it.
And the Android will try to socialize it.
Yeah, the android will do that.
Okay. Alright, I see we've got some projects that you guys want me to start tracking. I've been waiting
Yeah.
for
the
that.
Velocimonkey is going to end up being more aggressive after Android's done with it.
No, I don't think so.
It'll be fine.
Alright,
I'm just gonna genetically engineer some monkey chickens, so it's fine.
we are well past our 3 o'clock mark. So unless there's anything else that you guys want to get into, I'll go ahead and call this a session.
All right.
Well, for justified in saying that Android will spend a couple of minutes repairing itself.
Okay. No problem. I'll look those rules up again later. I believe it's 1 spare unit, but I don't remember how much it heals.
More than my 3.
Oh right, it's
Thank
level
you,
based,
that
isn't
about-
it?
I forgot what exactly it was, but it's more than that.
Okay. Cool.
You don't think there's a limit on it? It's just spend X amount of units till you're full.
Right. Yeah. There's no limit on
Oh,
it. I remember
1
that.
unit.
And some time.
I think it's like an hour at best.
I think it's only 15
Something
minutes
like
to
that.
do the repair.
15 minutes. Okay, yeah, even faster.
Yeah, Android repairs are really good. It's just expensive for any other crew than your crew.
Oh, I did want to ask Dex, is there anyone else in the system as we're going up?
You've not received any alerts since traveling to the Raza and getting yourself situated on the Raza.
You've not had the best
will-
person on the sensor, so.
Yeah, we'll pick that up next week though.
Sounds good.